Yes, a special one from the CEOs, Dan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat congratulate my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon. Spoon TV. Spoon.
Ba.
Spoon.
Skibidi da bado.
Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment.
Kuwa. Bese kuwa, kudileo. Kuwa, kudileo.
On the spoon to get
Yes,
your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon television.
Yes, Batileo.
Spoon, spoon radio station. Spoon television.
Yes, a special one from the CEOs, Dan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Morocco, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to kilibamba, 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 kilibamba.
To the spoon, to be part of discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia.
Okay, folks, it's another great day. Of course, we'd like to welcome you to another edition of the program, the Late Night Politics on Spoon. This is where we gathered with diverse views, talking about the issues that matters a whole lot.
News update, my brother Tunto Spoon.
The day-to-day happenings in the country.
You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, Tunto?
With an eye on the bigger picture, which happens to be Liberia, the only country
Just Tunto Spoon.
that we all cannot be deported from.
No.
In the words of Senator DeLon. I want to say welcome again to the program.
Tunto Spoon.
We are live on Spoon TV, Fabric TV, Super TV. We're live on radio, Spoon FM 107.5, Fabric FM 101.1, and Super FM as well.
Yeah.
We're also live on YouTube at Spoon Talk Live. And we're encouraging you all to join us tonight on the program as we talk Liberia.
On TV, you
And this is a platform that's open to everyone. And it doesn't matter the side you support.
Tunto.
We all gather here, and the space is provided for everyone. Whether you're from Unity Party, you're from CDC, you're from ANC,
Kilibamba,
you're
kilibamba.
from LPP, or you're just that neutral person, the platform is here for everyone.
What I want.
And I'd like to say, come aboard. Welcome tonight as we get ready for yet another fascinating discussion here tonight. So we're encouraging the females to join us. And I'm going to post the link again in the comment section for those of you who are watching us live on Spoon TV. We're encouraging the females to join us tonight. So we have a great show here together, talking about the happenings in the country, of course, Liberia, the elections, and a lot more. So let me just go across now to bring in my colleagues. Of course, Moba Zokia is my co-moderator. My name is Nelson Colette, and I see in the background Moba is getting set. Yes, so a lot to talk about here tonight. And yes, just grab a cup of coffee. And let's have a great show here together tonight. Of course, on the Late Night Politics on Spoon. I'm gonna post the link again in the comment section. I'm encouraging, and we're encouraging the females to join us. We want to hear our mothers, our sisters, speak on the issue. The national discussion or the national discourse is not just about the men. It's going out the days where it was said that the men ought to be discussing while the women are in the kitchen. No, now the women are also on the table discussing and making critical decisions, and that's where we're headed. And so I'd like to say welcome again to the show tonight. Let me bring in Moba now. Moba, welcome to the show tonight.
Yeah, welcome, my brother. How are you today, Nelson? How was your day?
Yes, I'm doing good, and my day was good. My day was good. It was good.
That's great, my man. That's great.
Let me bring the rest of the guys in. Let me bring Josh, the guy who represents the CDC on the show. Josh, welcome to the show. Your camera, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing you. Is it just me?
No, myself, I ain't seen him in the dark.
No, he's not in the dark. Looking at George backstage, I see that he has a very good setup. But
My man, I hold you
So-
in Miami Labro.
okay, let me bring Sylvester on, and then I'm bringing Jerry on now. Then we'll go ahead and bring Godwin and the rest of the guys on. Maybe George, you can try to log out and log in again. Let's see
That would
if
be
it's going to work. Yes, you can try to do that again. Let's see if that works for us tonight. But it's great to be here, guys, and let me bring in Jalayu Cindy, the guy who's here always representing and making the case for Mr. Alexander Cummings. Cindy, welcome.
I continue already. Kumi people get too much hope, my man. The people that feel they already win the presidency, man. You see my brother.
Everyone is in this thing for a win.
You see my brother Sandy, right? When you ready, you know, when we win, we do this word, you know, like, you know.
But why you was say? Why you was say about UP now?
What? Yeah, why you think we are in the race?
My man, look, let me tell you. When you know the Christmas will be good, you know.
So UP know the Christmas will be good.
But you know, my man, look at Sacred Pierre today, my man.
You
know we're going to
we're not bring a crowd here. We're not bring a crowd here.
We gotta run a gun.
So, gentlemen, welcome to the show. Let's take it one at a time. Mobile, welcome. I see Sylvester is here. Welcome, Sylvester. You come with an independent voice. You say you represent the Liberian people. You have no allegiance to any political party.
Oh, yes.
And we respect that as well. Welcome to the show. Cindy, welcome. You are that lone voice here, making the case for Mr. Cummings on the show. I want to say welcome. Josh, the guy who's most times taking the punches. That lone voice representing the CDC as well. Welcome to the show, Josh.
My man, that made Josh famous, man.
My man, Josh, slow down in that chat room, man. Slow down small.
They make it for everybody.
Listen, don't bring the late night chat room on the radio. Let the happenings of the chat room remain in the chat room.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Well, I want to say welcome, guys. Let me bring in Jerry. Then we're gonna go around the table and just make our point, do our opening.
You mean the CPP, the 1.5 party? 1.5 party?
How can CPP be 1.5 party? Is there anything like 1.5? It's either one party.
But the Liberty Party is divided into two, and the people are getting normal at the on the other side. So the 1.5 party.
My man, yo.
Listen,
Jerry, my man, don't ask Jerry a question, but you want the man to shoot the gun before the time? What kind of man?
Listen.
Jerry,
but maybe we could.
Jerry is expecting a debate. Jerry, if you want an intellectual debate, we can get there.
I'm always
talking
prepared
about 1.5 party.
Listen, if I sleep in midnight, you knock me. Say there's a debate,
guys. Let's first of all let's do the first to share the show. Let's try to share the show so that others can join us. And as we do that, then we can start to make our opening. You know, that discussion that Jerry just brought up is a whole big
it's a whole series. No, that's a series.
Because as far as we know, there is one legitimate Liberty Party. There is one Liberty Party that the court, the authority in our country recognizes.
My man,
and that Liberty Party happens to be the Ability faction of the Liberty Party.
My man, the
issue is the Supreme Court also recognize Yomli Kangalori as the political leader. The Yomli Kangalori, the last opinion of the Supreme Court, recognized the Lori as the political leader.
Listen. If the political leader is on one side, then the political party or the legitimate the
powerful political leader,
and then the chairman is on the other side. Then what is the Liberty Party? How do we categorize the Liberty Party?
Listen, Mobile, coming. Let me say this. It's a glaring fact that those with the numbers in terms of whatever, who have the legal authority, the political leader is still recognized unknown our legal system as the political leader of the Liberty Party. Musa Benedict took half of the party and carried to ANC. I was just trying to throw a little talk and welcome my brother. Then you want to deepen the entire thing and prepare.
My man, we got to open Pandora Basket.
We got to be fair. Listen,
Is that a topic?
Jerry,
minute,
let's do
one
this
minute.
one at a time. Let's do this one at
Yeah,
a time.
okay,
We gotta be
one
fair
minute.
to Mr. Cummings and Cindy here on set. Cindy
No.
represents the CPP, and here you come to say the CPP is a one and a half party.
No, but you know,
And then a whole conversation sparks up from there. How
No, but
can
listen.
we have a one and a half? In fact, where do we come from? We have a half party.
No,
half
listen.
political party.
And
Let me respond to that.
Jerry, let me come in, right? I will tell my brother to withdraw that statement because I want us to attack our, anybody from the opposition.
No. Apart from that,
No, listen now, Jerry. Let me learn. I know you're coming with your thought, right? I respect the opposition there when it comes to the whole
Me,
opposition.
I will attack anybody.
I want nobody.
Just can you adjust the camera? Bring it down a little so we can see.
For anybody from the Unity
centralize the
Party,
image.
yeah,
Yeah.
or any other political party to attack any opposition, I support that. So I want you to retract that statement, Jerry, please, because we want to go into conflict. And even when Kumi go for second round, I will give my full support to Alexander Benedict Kumi. But
listen. The unfortunate thing here is
I'm with Jerry on that one.
One minute. Mwaba, I don't want to say you are a serious man. I hope you're not only comedy show you can be watching on Facebook. Do you see on a daily basis what the ANC folks are writing?
No,
are you seeing the right?
Look, we're on the platform where people listening to us. You understand?
No, listen. No, listen. I know we're on radio, bro. Politics is not a Sunday school party. We are in a competition. Alexander Kumi says he wants to sit at the executive mansion, and we are taking Joseph Boakai there. So all of the devices, if Alexander Cummings couldn't reconcile a little party, how can we now trust him with the country? So Jerry,
that's misleading.
Anyway,
let's do this one at a time.
Let's come in. I cannot be trusted, my brother. How can I be trusted, man, when I know what I'm saying?
You don't know what you're saying, Jerry. You absolutely do not know what you're saying.
Everybody get our own differences, right? But I will not.
Jerry, kind of listen to Sandy, let's hear you.
Jerry does not know anything when that as it relates to the Liberty Party, the division within the Liberty Party. He doesn't know anything about it. If Jerry wants to sit on this show and proclaim to know, then Jerry is telling me that he does not respect the legal system in Liberia. We have followed that case. We know the legal system has ruled in favor of Belete being the leader, the right leader of the Liberty Party. So to come here and say that we have the CPP is of one party and a half, then we should also say that the UP has taken over that other half that is illegal, that the law, our country law says should not function. The law of Liberia said that the Unity Party is headed by Musa Hassan Belete. That's what the law said. Musa has won his case. We know that. So the UP, the Unity Party is dealing with folks that are not legal, that are not allowed to legally practice or to legally have any political activities because they are not recognized by the law. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to tell the Liberian people why. No, hold on. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. When you were talking, I was listening. You're going to allow me to air. You're going to allow me to air. You're going to allow me to air. Thank you. Yeah, you're muted. You're putting the guy in the back. I am here to tell the Liberian people why coffee is the best. So I'm not here to get into the rigmarole of the Liberty Party issues. What I do know is that we have Mr. Musa Hassan Benete, who is the head of the Liberty Party, has been recognized by the law, and he supports the platform and ideas of Mr. Cummings, and because Mr. Cummings is the right person. So whosoever you're dealing with and you believe are from the Liberty Party, well, so be it. The Liberian people will tell you on October 10 who is the best, and the best is Mr. Cummings.
Sandy, my man, let's be real. And why should we? No, I'm coming, Jerry. I'm coming. Why should we have your chairman one side, then your political leader on the other side? I'm still trying to grab this thing, man. Why is your CPP that Anyway, you know.
That's Liberty Party internal affairs.
It's
I'm not here to get into that.
no.
Man,
You guys are
to
into the
our
politics,
conversation,
man.
man.
But
So
you are in a
yeah,
collaboration with the people. You say internal
there's
affairs.
nothing undercover.
No,
There's
it's not
nothing
on the cover.
undercover.
It's not on the cover.
So,
But
so
we
you
have
have to
the
discuss it
we
because you
have
want
the
national
legally
leadership.
recognized portion of the Liberty Party. That's what I'm here to tell you. We have the legally recognized portion of the Liberty Party.
Cindy, you get a party, we get it. We get it. How you call it? The population.
Oh, what a number.
Who tell you get a
That's
number?
what I
Who will show you that you get a number? You get Delon, that means you get a number?
I mean,
The
it's
last
not
time I
argument.
checked,
Let's do that team.
listen, guys, let's do this.
Yeah.
The last time I checked, the Yomli Kanga Lauren said, you get a party, she get a number. So the number and the political party, which one is more important in this?
She does not respect law. She doesn't respect law.
What you call respect?
Liberia is a country of law. They don't respect law. But then you come here every day, you say Wakai will do this, he will respect law, he will reinstate the judiciary system.
Thank you,
They
Jerry.
don't respect law.
Jerry will meet you again.
Don't put Jerry in the back, man.
You want to self-regulate. So let's do our opening. George, you want to say something?
You want me to start or
Yeah,
what?
I wanted to inject, but yeah. So
Yeah,
look,
let's
I just
go to our
wanna-
opening.
Yeah, Jerry said something very profound, and I just wanted to inject something on that. Jerry said,
Let me unmute Jerry.
yeah, Jerry said, if Cummings could not keep the two small parties together, how can he keep a whole country together? And I just started choking, you know what I mean, on my laptop because I didn't want to show it. But the thing is that Joe Buakai, when he became the Senate bearer, the UP split under him. He went to CPP as soon as they made here, the CPP split again. And then he's here with a straight face telling us that Joe Buakai can do better than Cummings. I think Cummings is the best guy because he stood the ground. He was there, even though the other group ran away, including the UP. So you shouldn't be making that argument.
But is it also fair to say that even the CDC experience is split, the coalition, when the very how do you call it, NPP, the National Patriotic Party, now has a very big split. Chairman Bani, as you know, right now is on the other side. Your chairman, one of your chairmen from the how do you call it, from the coalition, is on the other side now. You know, so as much as you were pointing out this particular thing about Mr. Cummings and Ambassador Buakai, former Vice President Buakai, that honored their watch, you know, the both individuals saw a collapse somehow, some way. Is it also fair to say that even under the watch of Chairman Molu or the standard bearer of the CDC, who happens to be our president now, under his watch, the very CDC experienced a collapse and an internal crisis that could not be handled up to now? The NPP has two factions. Chairman Bani, your chairman, was just, we have a video here for Chairman Bani we're going to play. Chairman Bani was just on Unity Party dollar rally. He even gave some 1,000 USD and so forth.
Look, Nelson, you're right. And guess what? I can't excuse anything that happened that way, right? But let's look at history. George Weah is the only guy who have held a coalition together to go to an election in the whole history of Liberia.
I mean, let's start opening
Going to history, he's the only guy. He's the only guy that held a coalition together.
Thank you.
Think about it.
So let's go. We gotta move on to our discussion, folks. We want to say join us tonight. The late night politics on Spoon. Of course, we have a very fascinating discussion coming up tonight. We encourage you to join us, share the show. I'm posting the link again in the comment section. We want the females to join us. We want everyone. I mean, that's why the link is there. Once you click on the link, put your name in, your information, and you can join the discussion. Of course, it's open to everyone, regardless of the political view you share. This platform is here for everyone. All right, so we want to make our opinion now, just 1 minute each. I'm going to set the timer as we start with Moba to make his opinion. Anything that's on your mind?
Yeah, I got a lot of things on my mind, actually, Nelson. Thank you. Actually, today, I witnessed the district number 6, number 4, and Sacre Pied. I saw the turnout. The people have resolved to carry Joseph Yuma Baka. And secondly, on my agenda, district number 10 representative aspirants. One of the aspirants, I talked to her. and we talked, but we chatted, and I went to her platform, and it's very encouraging. And and although I support Yeke Koruba, but when I went to her platform, it was really encouraging, and she lists a lot of stuff
Who's the
that I
district
think.
lawmaker? Who's the district 10?
District number 10, district
Kennedy.
number 10, Charisma.
Okay.
Yeah, and I went to her platform. It was really encouraging, and I saw a lot of,
But Mama, are
yeah.
Liberians really voting on platform? Are Liberians really taking the
Actually,
time
that
to go through
that
platforms before
yeah,
casting
that
votes?
yeah, thank you for that question. But that's where our problem coming from, because when you look at the past elections that took place, a lot of a lot of aspirants who went to they never came with platform, and they were elected, and our people never called them to check. So when you look at it in the other way is, let's be real, right? By right, your platform your platform shall speak louder than yourself, because that's the platform you were based on to carry on development, to carry on a lot of agenda in a district or in the nation. Because the platform based on what you will do for the people. You understand? So I saw her platform is very rich.
So
And
what is one thing, just one thing you saw in that platform that
like when
convinced
it
you
comes like when it comes to security, when it comes to empowerment of the youth, when it comes to advocacy, those that those things that people look after. Because
okay.
when you look, let me conclude. When you look in the empowerment sector in our country right now, right, a lot of youth, they're vulnerable. The only employment like that second and Lone Star Sinker scratch card. That's the employment now for our youth. But
Thank you.
we
1 minute
talking about
exhausted.
employment, like advocating for your community, for companies and other things. So yeah. But I will submit until we can
Thank you.
proceed.
Thank you. Sylvester, 1 minute quick. What's on your mind? Your opening.
What's on my mind? What's on my mind? Good evening, everyone. It's good to see you guys, most especially George. I'm so excited every time I see him. He gives me the energy. What's on my mind? Free tuition on my mind. 2, private sector on my mind. Free tuition. The president of Liberia said he promised the Liberian people free tuition. The money that he's giving to them is not his personal money. It's taxpayers' money. You can't give me what belongs to me in the form of free. Besides that, not everybody that graduated from high school will want to go to university. What's about those that want to go to vocational schools? Okay. And then what's on my mind again is the private sector. Listen to people who want to improve the private sector. Government cannot be the sole employer. Any candidate, any presidential candidate that has a good platform on improving the private sector, I think they are on the right path.
Thank you.
Respectfully submit.
Thank you very much. Josh, what's on your mind? 1 minute, sir.
Well, thank you so much. So 2 things quickly. The first thing is going to be the policy makers in Liberia, what the president has done.
You wanna step up a bit? You're a bit low.
My voice or what?
Okay, maybe your voice. You are just a bit low. Yeah.
Okay, let me just increase the volume here and see what I.
CDC get a man
How
voice
is
man
it
in the
now?
chat
How
room.
is it now?
It's okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you. So, here's the thing, right? 2 things on my mind. Like I said, the first one will be the policy that is in Liberia, especially for the free tuition that is happening in Liberia. We all understand that when the president says, "I give," that means his government is giving. So anyone should not think that he's trying to say his private money. No, that's not what he's trying to say. For inauguration, he said, "I will give. I will spend your money on you." If you listen to that famous speech,
Josh, let me come in. Is it fair to be using the government money, then you use I instead of we or our administration or our
yes.
government?
Yes.
Is it fair to do that?
It's prudent. Yeah, it's prudent. Here's why it's prudent. The people voted for George Weah to change their lives. They did not vote for the government to change their lives. And that's the thing we have to know. These people are looking at you. If the government fails today, guess what? If the government fails today, they will say George Weah failed. You know that? They will not say government failed. No, they will say, George, we have failed. So when he said I, that means you voted for him to do something for you. And he's doing it. That's why he said, I am doing this
So
for you.
in that case, George, you think even if the president is using money from the national coffers, he should say, I give free tuition policy because he's the one who was voted for. And then in the case where he's doing it as his personal contribution, he should also say I because he is also the one who was voted for.
Definitely, yeah. So here's the thing. Look, when the government failed, they say George, we are government failed, right? They will not say George, we are government failed. They'll say George, we are government failed. So George Weah is doing it. He's the one implement. Guess what? You know what? Kumi said, you want to be the only job in Wayne Liberia is the presidency because that is where you can make policy. You alone can make policy that can affect everyone, and that's your policy. You see it? So that's why you become effective.
No, wait. I mean, coming wrong,
I gotta go to my second one because you asked questions. So I had
wait, George.
So let me go to my second point. Yeah.
George, slow down. What you call your policy? Because the Constitution guides us, like presidents, representatives, senators. The Constitution guides us. So which kind of policy are you talking about? Like direct my policy. So you're trying to tell us that the president policy is different from the Constitution policy?
My man, Nelson, don't let him ask questions on the show again.
Oh.
This question, I will not answer it.
But the message.
Listen. George, let's say, Boba, thank you very much. George, you have the option to answer the question.
Or not to answer.
Or not to answer. It's optional.
Okay, if I'm going to answer the question, you're going to give me 30 more seconds, right?
But you already have 30 seconds, so you just wrapping up.
Let me go ahead. Look, my brother, anybody who wants to be president now, you have to be innovative. You got to think about what you want to bring to the table. That's your policy. So constitution has nothing to do with that. So here's the thing. The next thing I want to say is that I know that this platform is a commercial platform as well. It makes money. So if it's an option is provided to buy our space from here, I want to buy out the space for Sylvester. So he doesn't appear here. This guy, he gives me too much hard time. I will buy his space and don't allow him to come by here.
So you buy the space every day? No, we get from the way. The management.
I will buy his space every time. So
let me make clarity now. The reason why I say go by the constitutional policy, let me make clarity before we go to Jerry, because majority of the presidency who, like let's say the president who take power or took power, right? When they come with their own policy, they never implement those policies. They just come with fiasco, and end of the day, people still vote them in power because what?
Thank you.
We are talking about the pro agenda. He will go like 10% in that pro agenda.
That's why you want one more year. You want one more term.
Jerry, go ahead.
Thank you, Jerry. Go ahead, Jerry. Let's hear you. 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
Before we move to our topic.
Yeah. Before I come to one of my major issues, let me use my time to say it is quite unfortunate. Recently, the president spoke and said, they say we do nothing in the Senate, blah, blah, blah. But in the Senate, we make sure we bear the other role. We make sure we put money. But when they don't say the same thing, that our responsibility is not to go and have projects around. Then the CDC man take stuff and go on the radio and start talking. But the president said he was sitting because he passed a budget, and that's why we have some of the road. But who is negating that? But when Delon says that is something, so how can the president be doing when he knows that it's not a money that coming from maybe Sastan or from Jamaica? No. But that besides the point. What is on my mind actually is that
you already spent 30 seconds on besides the point. So yeah, let's go to what's on your mind. 30 seconds.
Okay. What is on my mind actually is that I would like to thank the people of Nimba, the people of Monserrate, the people of Bassa, the people of Bon County, where activities are currently going on. I saw in Bon County, the campaign manager, national campaign manager, Senator Moe. It's like Bon County is a no-go zone for any political party. So the people are resolved. In Nima, I don't want to tell you what is going on there. It's from town to village to village. We'd like to say thank you. Don't get discouraged. JMB have the answer. TMB
Thank you.
is coming to
Thank you
improve
very much.
agriculture, rule of law,
Thank you. Thank you very
education,
much.
sanitation, and tourism.
I know you're coming in with your arrest, but thank you very much.
Yeah.
Our brother Kamara, let's hear you, Chief. What's on your mind? 1 minute.
Yeah, let me say good afternoon to everyone. Wherever you find
I thought we said no cab here.
Oh yeah, Kamara, we have a rule. We have a rule here that we don't.
Mais
We
il a
don't
pas
wear
été béni
face
tout.
cap.
Eh, Sylvester,
No. It was good. He registered it because we made George to remove his face cap the other day. We made you.
Oh, Monica, you are a victim of that rule, right?
And then so everyone will have to adhere to that. Thank you very much. Imagine. So wait, Kamara.
Yes.
Do you represent the CDC on the show? Are you?
No, I am
But I
not.
see a CDC buried in your background.
Yeah, that is what I choose to do.
Okay.
So let me first of all say that what is on my mind. It was actually disgraceful. It was a shame for former senator, because according to him now, former senator, because he will be the former senator of Bomi, for him to be booed out. Not only that, the crowd not only stopped booing at their senator, but they even boo at Eddie Melvin Snow. Not only that, they boo at President Weah. So I mean, the people of Birmingham have just said to President Weah that, hey, stop here. Not to go further beyond Singe, that wherever you go, our people will be booing you, because this is the president, since he came to power, he had never visited Bomi on his own. To say, well, let me go to Bomi to go have conversation with the people, for me to be able to understand what are their needs and their wants. You check in the government does not have 3 or 4 ministers from Bomi, all from the southeast. So we are saying the people of Bomi, thank you very much, and I'm here to, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear you, Rudolph. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I would like to start by saying a pleasant good evening to all of you here, but also to my big brother Abraham. It's a pleasure seeing you here tonight. Thanks for joining us. But as always, I mean, what will be on my mind is just to tell the Liberian people thank you for, first of all, understanding their problem, and secondly, the fact that they have seen and they have realized that JNB is the one who can change this, who is the one who can change their story around. And this is visible in every county that the rescue train enters. We have seen it in Monserrato. We have seen it in Nimba County, in Grand Bassa, and everywhere that the train has been. Thank you to you guys, Liberian people. The time is now. Vote Mr. We are out.
Thank you. So we will now move to our. Yeah, Cindy, you made your point, right?
No.
Everybody did.
No,
Wait, Sandy, where you coming from here? No.
Cindy, what you coming say
Oh,
again?
Sandy, I'm not spoken.
Thank you. Jerry is being fair. Thank you, Jerry.
Jerry is always second emotion to Cindy. Anyway, go ahead, Cindy. It's like Jerry wants to cross over to the CPP, but yeah, they mentioned.
No, never. Since 2005, I'm not done it. I will not do it now.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Well, gentlemen, good evening. It's good to be here. What's on my mind, like I always start on the show every night, the Liberian people. A better Liberia is on my mind. A new day is on my mind. Liberia deserve a new day. Liberia deserve a new kind of leaders. And the people in Liberia are gravitating towards the message of Mr. Edison Cummings. Everywhere our candidate is going, everywhere the CPP is headed, the people are coming out in numbers. The people are supporting and are really paying attention to what Mr. Cummings is saying. Look, the Liberian voters are changing the trajectory. They are no longer playing the old political affairs. They are now trended towards the new ideas. They know the issues confronting them. The economy is a mess, and they know that Mr. Boakai cannot fix it. They know Mr. Boakai have nothing to rescue the Liberian people from. And they know that George Weah is a mess, has created mess for Liberia, and definitely they do know the only person they can run to face the issue of a broken economy, bring jobs to the young people, is Mr. Alexander Cummings. So Liberia is on my mind. I'm looking forward to a great discussion tonight, and I'm looking forward to see President Cummings come October 10th. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. So we'll move now to our first talking point on the show tonight. Now, most of you are aware that election is just right next door. October 10th, Liberians will be going to the polls. And one of those things that's very important is the conduct of election. The conduct of not just an election, but a free, fair, and credible election. And it's because of this reason that we have some of our international partners, international observers are coming to the country, and a lot more, just to ensure that the election goes on peacefully. But a couple of days ago, the Unity Party had the dollar rally. And at that rally, Senator Prince Moi made a very interesting comment that I want us to look at, share our thoughts on. Then we'll move to our next talking point tonight. He said he's been hinted high-profile security personnel from the military, from the police, and other paramilitary organizations.
Yeah.
They are speaking with him. They are talking to him. They are telling him things because the position where he sits is a privileged position, and those people are talking to him. And they are also telling him that they are on their watch, that if anything happens. But I want us to watch this video or listen to it. That is, if you're listening by means of radio. Let's take a look at this video.
And before the criminals steal, before any road steal, they got to stay somewhere to steal. They can live in space to steal. So before the citizens steal any election to steal. So when you, the citizen, don't give them ground to stay on, where they will be here to steal? And at the ocean they're running into, and they will run in the ocean. I said to the board district A yesterday, I told them the military board talking to, you know, when you can be manager, you are privileged. That's a privileged position in every campaign. So that military brass talking to me, the police talking to me, immigration, they say one vote. Anybody try to steal it here? I want you want your presidency to go. So we'll protect your vote and your vote will count. That's all I got to say. Thank you very much.
Okay. So you watch the video, you listen to Senator Prince Moi. He said the military, as we know, is not supposed to be involved with the politics of the day, because they are there to provide security for everyone. The police, the immigration. And he said high-profile individuals from those different areas are speaking with him. They are talking to him. And they're also telling him that this election, if anybody tampers with the votes, we will make sure to take the necessary actions. But everyone here watched the video, and we're gonna go across the panel for every single individual to make their contribution. What do you make of that video? Why are the people in the military? Why is the military speaking with Senator Prince Moi at this time? Is there anything they're seeing? Are there any signs on the wall? Why is the police? And he did not say some kind of police officer that's saying that somewhere. No. High-profile police officers, top brass in the immigration, they are all speaking with him.
Yeah.
And why is Senator Prince Moi even alarming on this situation? We know that Senator Prince Moy is not the first opposition figure to talk about this. You know, why is the issue of rigging of election, fraud during the election, and all of those things? Why are these things coming up consistently? Is it that even the opposition does not trust the National Elections Commission?
Yeah.
So let's get your take on this. Mobile, I will give you 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then the
Thank
2
you.
minutes will go across the board.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you for a 40-minute time. Actually, right, when you look at the security sector in our country, and when you look at the history of our country, elections are always be one of the factors that bring war and bring conflict in our country. And we enjoy peace, and we are enjoying peace. You think the AFL, although they are non-political people, but they got what we call that input to make sure the balance things. They're taking no side, but they're sending a caveat. Probably both to the opposition and the ruling party. But the ruling party will not come out and tell you, say,
you think that's a caveat?
Yeah, that's a caveat. That's a caveat. That's a caveat. Telling them that, you know what? If one person vote, everybody's vote will be counted, and it will be based on what the people put in. That's what will come out. Nobody will cheat anybody. So within my understanding, right, they are trying to put things in place before the election, and they will monitor every vote, every single vote that will be put into that ballot box. Because anything go wrong today, there will be the same people that will be on the street to protect life. Because that's why they was selected for, more especially the police, the immigration, and the AFL. The police will come in first. Because today we can say it, right? People in the police, let me tell you, before I conclude, right? People in the police gave information to opposition as well. So all those information, the opposition taking it very serious. More especially when it comes to the breaking of elections. So, and the same way they get people in the AFL, know what is going on in the government to carry on corruption, more especially the election commission. So people will come from there because they feel certified, they know that all those issues are coming up. If our people, or the AFL, the police, the immigration, or the security apparatus, if they come out to speak, there will be a chaos. So they got to come out to send a caveat to our people.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mobile. And you made one sensitive comment talking about people in the military, people in the police are speaking out to opposition leaders. And if that is the case, then there's a serious security issue here. Because one thing we know that the security is heavily rooted or has to do, to a greater extent, has to do with confidentiality. Security men more not supposed to run. There are certain things you're not supposed to say. So if this is something that's happening, then it calls for concerns. But let's move to Sylvester.
Let me give you one. Listen, security more not supposed to run in a sense that to bring conflict, but security men can get a caveat to both opposition and ruling party to be on your, to get you even down when it comes to the election commission, to send a caveat to them. We want it straight. We don't want it. We don't want nobody coming here.
He said they are talking to me.
But it's not even, listen. You know, opposition will come out to tell you, say they are talking to me. But it's not only him. But they are also talking to the ruling party. They are also talking to, but they will not come out. They are also talking to people from the election commission.
Let's balance it. Sylvester, what's your take on this issue? You have 2 minutes to do that.
Well, the Constitution says the power is inherent within the people. And so when the people have spoken, that's the voice of the people. And it's the responsibility of the military, the police, and the paralegal personnel to protect the voice of the people. So the statement that the senator made, I will look at it from the standpoint that as a point of assurance to tell him, don't worry about the election being rigged, because we are watching. And I believe they're saying that to every other party, the ruling party, the opposition. They're telling them that don't worry about the result being rigged, because whosoever wins, regardless whether it's George Weah or whatever it is, nobody can tamper with it. And that's the thing, that to rig election nowadays, it's not as easy as 1985. It's very difficult, very, very difficult. So I see that as assurance to tell you, do focus on your campaign. Don't worry about election being rigged. But because he said they are talking to me, does not indicate that he's the only one they're going to. And that information is not classical to say don't worry about election being rigged. That's not classical information. Submit.
Okay, thank you. Sandy, let's hear your take on this.
In a normal democracy, it's very difficult, or it's extremely rare to see security forces
Talking to opposition
messages,
politicians,
right,
in that form and manner.
Right, in that form and manner where they are sending out caviar, as my brother Mova want to put it. But we do understand the type of leadership we have, and we do understand the security forces also do understand what is going on within the country currently. For folks, Sylvester, I want to disagree to say that it's hard to rig election. Well, we may have some of the best systems in place. We may have some, pool washers and improved technology that may prevent that. But we have seen it in other African countries around us that where election has been rigged. So the concern is around. People are concerned. But I do want to believe, especially for the armed forces of Liberia, that the current armed forces of Liberia we have, they mean well for the country. I don't think they are opposition. They are partisan armed forces. I believe they are well trained, and I believe that they will do what is right if need be for the Liberian people and not for one person. So that's what I want to believe. But when you are starting to hear these type of messages within the country around elections, that means they are also hearing things. People are talking, and we all just have to be watchful. We have to be careful, and we have to continue to send a message out there to everyone involved in this election to have good intention going into the election. When you do not win from a representative position to send it to the president, if you do not win, let it go. That message goes to the president. That message goes to Mike Kennedy, Mr. Cummings. That message goes to Mr. Boycott and everyone else in this race. When you do not win, let it go. We said this last night, right? Or I think the night before, I can't remember, when we talked about Yega Karuba's statement. No matter what happened, our country do not deserve to go backward. We got to continue to make progress in the right directions. So rigging elections or with the intent to do it, we should get away from that as a nation. But I believe, again, the security forces, especially the AFL, will do the right thing. I don't think they will do anything that will harm Liberia.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nelson, can you give me 30 seconds, please? Please, because he mentioned my name. I just want to address that part.
No, it's not that. Once they mention listen, Sylvester, you criticize George for this particular thing. Okay, yeah. So
anyway, my brother Sandy, I did not say that election cannot be rigged. I said it is difficult compared to yesteryears. It takes a lot of resources, a lot of intellectuals have to be involved in order for you to rig election. That's what I meant. But it can be rigged. It can be rigged.
Okay. Thank you, Josh. You want to go?
Thank you so much.
2 minutes.
Yes. So, guys, this is a very explicit explanation that the opposition has no messaging for this election. They got nothing to say. These are the same people who
say, you increase your voice more.
Okay. Oh God. Hold on.
The man scared now. He want to laugh.
The mega warm my phone.
You see, you guys.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead, Josh. You're live.
All right, good. Oh no, I think it's very low now. Just give me a second.
Joey, I need to send you a headset, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Don't say that to George, man. George is a serious member.
Go ahead, Josh.
So this is a typical example that the opposition has no messaging for the people. These are the same people that say when anything happens in the country, oh, the police, the partisan police, the CDC police. These are the same people that are saying the police is talking to them now. And they want the Liberian people to listen to them, that yes, the police and the security sector, everything, that CDC police, that CDC soldier, that CDC this, that CDC that, everything that CDC. This is the problem with us. And now people want us to sit here to try to expound on what this I don't know senator is saying. For me, it's complete nonsense. That's what I want to say. Because the first thing to even come in the public and talk about some confidential thing that they tell people who are a select group of people to come outside and use that as a campaign message is completely unheard of. And this is why we want to say that we cannot put this country in the hands of these reckless people who will come on the air and spew out confidential information about our country to everyone around the world. You know what I mean? And this is wrong, because guess what? You know what that's going to do? Is now it's going to make people to start to investigate. The police start to investigate who is talking to these people, who are saying these things. You know what I mean? Or how come they are saying this thing? And when they start to maybe malign them and try to not give them information, then they'll say, "Oh, the CDC police." Because you cannot keep your mouth. You don't know how to even keep confidential, information confidential. That's the issue. So look, guys, we can sit here and talk for the rest of the day. I think the senator is out of line. I think they have been lying to us by saying that police are CDC police. They have been lying to us to say the military are CDC military, and everything they are saying. It's just a clear indication these guys don't have any messaging for the Liberian people.
Thank you.
They just want to lie and lie and lie. And the thing about lying will take them through. But guess what? George Weah is beating them. They will continue to expose themselves as election approaches, and before they know it, they'll be shocked when the election results are announced.
Thank you very much, Josh. Josh comes from the angle of confidentiality, and he thinks if the military and those high-profile security personnel are speaking to those opposition folks, then and those people are bringing it out, then it means that confidentially they are also breaching some things that they shouldn't be doing. But let's go to Jerry. Jerry, you want to come in 2 minutes? What do you make of that?
Yeah, thank you. The first thing, the last time I checked, the Ministry of Justice, I think the police also had a press conference that they were assigned, security officers to presidential and some legislative candidates.
Yeah.
So it means that there is a kind of collaboration. So I don't know where my brother George is coming from, that the government of Liberia through the security sector showed the public that there will be a peaceful election, including the military. So this is not something that stopped. It is a responsibility of the government to do that, and the Ministry of Justice and all of the security sector, the Minister of Defense, the Chief of Staff, they've emphasized that over time. So it's not something. So we have message contrary to his claim. The message we have in our country, Senator Wade, let me state. He's a peaceful man. He's a very respectable character in our society. He has demonstrated leadership, both in Bond County and in the Republic of Liberia. That's why he cut across. So, he's not a violent person. He's not somebody who just talk because he wants to talk. But let me close with this. We do have a very clear message. A very clear message. The message is Weah has failed this country at all fronts. Everything he said he would do, he has not done any of it. He was booed in bombing recently because of his massive failure and total neglect that the U.S. ambassador spoke about. You understand me? We have a message. Look how coups have taken over our country. We are saying you will end corruption. No. The message we are telling our people, we have deceived you. Is like a banamba. They say, take diesel and banamba, who you will take. Then they say, we'll take banamba. So we is a banamba to our country, but our people have realized that Jesus is the way and life. I'm not trying to in any way equate Joseph Boakai to Jesus. It's just a scenario, hypothetical situation. So we have a message. The message is
Thank you, Jerry.
We are waiting for the 6,000 teachers. We are waiting for the superhighway. We are waiting for the end of corruption, and we could go on saying it if we had the time. So we do have a message contrary to your claim.
Thank you very much. You see, I think to some extent, Josh succeeded in getting you away from but anyways, okay. Let's go to our brother Kamara. Kamara, go ahead.
Let me
It's your turn. 2 minutes.
thank you. Let me say that the message from our senator is not a news. It's not anything new. It's not anything new for the security to be briefing. The data 2017. The data 2017, the security apparatus briefed the major opposition political party candidates and including their party chairpersons. So look, our senator, who is a campaign chairperson, he just came to assure, that was assurance, assuring the Liberian people that next elections, if we are a cronies and a crumbs eaters, if they have been thinking about ranking, come these elections, the security are already giving them the assurance, and plus the United Party own inner security mechanism put into place to protect their votes. So this thing, it is not like my brother will say, the opposition don't have a message. Yeah, the opposition don't have a message. That is the reason why when the citizens are parading, when they say that they are going to destroy the message, they will charter buses for the human beings for them to go there. Why United Party, the standard bearer, will just appear there and people coming in their thousands and in their millions.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll move to our brother Rudolph. But while we're doing that, I want to bring in Toure, Vakabina Toure, the guy who represents Councillor Tiawon Gonglo on this show. As we said, this platform is open to everyone, regardless of your political view. You can come up here, regardless of the political party you come from. Every single person has a space here on this platform.
Revolutionary greeting.
We want to say welcome to Toure. Toure, your vice president was on this network, and not too long. Your vice presidential candidate, and yeah. But let's hear from you.
Now talking PPT, and I hear what was playing.
So it is normal, right? That when a country is faced with elections, people are worried. People are scared of elections being rigged. That is completely normal. And just to speak a little to the issue of confidentiality, here is it. Ma Musu, who is selling in the rally market, she is tired of her living conditions, and she has decided to go to the ballot box to fix it. And she is worried that with the track record of the current regime, it's possible that anything could be done to make sure that her goal is not achieved. So it's just prudent enough to have our senator come out and assure them, hey, this is what is happening. We have the security who are on this issue. So there is no need for worry. Let's be calm, because your vote to change your story, your vote to change your living condition will be protected. So I am finding it like a bit funny to hear our brother George talking about confidentiality. This is about the people, and the people need to be assured.
But Rudolph, do you really think that if we have top bribes, as the senator said, from the military, from the police, from the immigration, all of those top bribes, if we have those individuals speaking to the senator, briefing them because they are top opposition leaders, do you really see it prudent to have the very opposition leaders taking that message back to the people and telling them, oh, the military is talking to me, the police is talking to me?
Here is it. And I will be, and I want to be clear with this. The senator did not say that they are talking to me. He said the positions are occupied.
Yeah. We
It's a
hear
very
things.
important position.
He said
right?
we hear things.
We
Yeah.
hear things. So that tells you that it's not unique to just him. The briefing could be across every other party.
Yes.
Campaign chairman. It could be across. And with the issue of calling them top brass or whatever, the people know Mr. What's his name? Prince Moore to be a senator. They do not know him to have any authority on protecting their votes.
Okay.
So
Thank
he
you.
has to come with a message and a backup.
Thank you.
Who is backup?
Nelson, before you come
Nelson,
in,
let me
right?
say something quickly. Nelson, let me say something quickly. Let me say. I think we are missing something here. The
But
senator
Georgie,
said Sunday
who
profoundly.
recognize you?
I'm looking at him. He
I
knows
mean, if
that
the man is not being, drop the man because the man talking without being.
Listen, Josh, I was
recognized.
going to put in
Yeah.
the back. The CDC man
Yeah,
was
George
saying,
needs to be that.
so just conclude, Rudolph.
Wait, I
We
come
give
in before
15
John
minutes.
conclude.
No,
Let me remind him. I come in.
I will conclude real quick.
Mama, you talking across the floor too, my man.
No. I don't want to tell the man that Prince Moore is he in his security committee of the Senate. That is
Thank
correction.
you for that. Thank you for But then I don't have to conclude.
That's it.
That was what I was about to mention. I don't have to conclude. Thank you.
That's it.
Okay.
So
thank you. Josh, you wanted to come in. You wanted to make a
yes,
point.
quickly.
Just
I
before
think we are missing a very important part of that message that he gave to the people. He said something profound, and I think we should all condemn it, except we want to play a blind eye because he's supposed our end. You know what he said? He said when one vote missing, then I think you now want your presidency. You see what he said? He's trying to say that the police, so that means they are trying to threaten the presidency. They are threatening, they are inadvertently threatening the administration. The police is threatening the administration. That's why you try to portray. And I think we got to be very smart here.
No, did he really say if one vote is missing, then you don't want the president? No, we got to go back to that clip. Let's go back.
Respond to George.
Let's go back to the clip.
And before the criminal steals, before any road steal, they got to stay somewhere to steal. They get legal space to steal. So before the citizens steal any election to steal. So when you, the citizen, don't give them ground to stay on, where they will be here to steal? And at the ocean they're running into, and they will run in the ocean. I said to the board district A yesterday, I told them the military board talking to, when you can be manager, you are privileged. That's a privileged position in every campaign. So top military brass talking to me, the police talking to me, immigration. They say one vote. Anybody try to steal it here? Now when you want your presidency to go good. So we'll protect your vote and your vote will count. That's all I got to say. Thank you very much.
But what?
No. Yeah, let me come in quickly.
Listen. There's a condition. There's a condition attached. No, Josh. It's true. What you said is true. He said that you want your presidency go good. That's how it ended. But there's a condition. He said if one vote, he said the military. I'm coming to you, gentlemen. Everyone will have their time to, Yeah. So he made he put forth a condition. He said the military is talking to him and they're telling him that if one vote is missing, if one vote is missing, then you don't want the presidency to go good. So there are two things here. There is one wrong which has to do with one vote going missing. Why should one vote go missing in the first place? And there's another wrong about then you want your presidency to go good. Why should the presidency not go good in the first place? But the first one, the first one lays the condition on which the second one might likely happen.
Nelson, let me say something quickly because I brought about this. I dug this thing out. I dug this thing out. Let me say something quickly before I can go. Let me say something quickly. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Look, you can sit here.
10 seconds after that, right?
You can sit here and back whatever you want to back, but the reality remains. The thing of the matter is that everybody here, we got perception. If you say anything to me, I will slap you. That is already a threat. Because you can perceive. Listen. You can perceive. So Nelson, there is perception and there's reality. Why if I feel that one vote was stolen? And even though you don't feel that one vote was stolen, but I feel that one vote was stolen.
Nelson, can I come in?
That is
Thank
not a
you.
consensus.
Thank you
That is
very
not a
much.
consensus.
Nessie, everybody want to
Nessie,
come in.
Nessie,
Come on, Nessie,
Nessie,
come
Thanks a lot,
on.
Nessie.
Josh. Now
Nessie,
we
I
gotta
think
go to
I think
Ture
we gotta
and
go
Raymond
You
just
cannot
joined
use
us.
those words.
Ten
You
Let,
seconds.
let me
cannot
let me
use those
mute
words.
everyone now. Ture and Raymond just joined us. They have to make their point. We have others who are in the background. They need to come on and speak on this issue as well. Then we'll be going to the line shortly. But Ture, come in. What's your take on this? You watched the video, though you just joining us. You're always here making the case for Councillor Tiawon Gonglo. And you have 2 minutes to go ahead and make your point.
Look, guys, let me say this too, right? We on live here. We on people TV, people watching us. Like all these little interjections and stuff like that, it brings a lot of noise. Like if you're on CNN or MSNBC, you make your point, you're not coming back. The people going to commercial. All right. So let me say this. At least the senator did not say that the got someone a Malaysia group waiting somewhere in some corner there. You know what I'm saying? He said the military, the police, right? They in a country under this government, George. That's not anything. If the man would have said, I got some kind of Malaysia group saying that somewhere in Guinea or in Sierra Leone or in Africa somewhere, then we'll have concern. But these are your own military, these are your own police officers that you paying with taxpayer dollar that they took off on the Constitution to protect and defend the Constitution, including election and vote. All right? So come on, there's no time to be going back and forth on this. So I mean, the senator was not wrong. That's the thing. Look,
don't you think?
Let me tell you this.
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
Will listen to me. This government will look for anything. Is there someone who's trying to, someone who's drowning in the water? Even they see butterfly, they want to hold it. They want to hold it. The CDC and this government does not have any message. For 6 years, they were giving opportunity on a safer planet with absolute no message, no campaign message. The president did not need to aggressively campaign like the way he campaigning on ring right now. To tell the Liberian people what he had on his sleeve or in his pocket. The people still voted for him overwhelmingly. 6 years later, the president cannot give the people account of what he did on those 6 years. All right? So let's say this, and I'm going to be very frank with these guys. George, I've said this numerous times that we are on radio now. We have to actually respect that part of it too. So this going back and forth is not going to help. Please.
Thank you, Ture. Thanks a lot. Raymond, you have 2 minutes, sir. Jerry, I see your hand up, but you have to wait after Raymond, then maybe we can come to you. Go ahead, Raymond.
Let me speak to a few issues that were mentioned. One, confidentiality. Confidentiality has to do with protecting personal information and state property. And that information has to be legally guided or protected. Anything illegal, the Confidentiality Act doesn't cover it. If you're planning something wrongful, it gives another law, which is the Whistleblower Act. And the Whistleblower Act is to bring out anybody who's involved into anything illegal, corrupt, or harm the state interest or people personal interests. So the two things are contradicting. And what the senator is doing, he's a whistleblower. What is he talking about? A foul play, corruption, fraud. It's not backed by our law. And anybody who rigs election is not a legal president. They are illegitimate. And when you're illegitimate, it's the military responsibility to boot out illegitimate people from government. So he said nothing wrong. He's only saying what the function of security is. And even if the police have identified there is threat in our security system for election rigging, it's their responsibility to inform the various stakeholders into electioneering. So there's nothing wrong. And we even heard our former president speak to this issue. So it tells you there's a lot of smoke around these elections.
Raymond, let me interrupt you a bit. So you think you are telling Liberians across the social media, across Radio Land, across the world tonight that it wasn't wrong or there's nothing wrong with the statement from the senator that if one vote is stolen or goes missing, the presidency will not end well. You think there's nothing wrong with that statement?
I quote.
He was quoting when I listened to the statement. He was quoting the information given him by our security apparatus.
The security. Yeah.
He said we are listening and they are telling us. He said before something takes place, you have to get a ground to stand on, and we're not giving them the ground. So they realize there's a risk, but they own their back. So they are showing the various political parties that are actors in this electioneering, be assured we are here to protect your votes. And he told the citizens themselves, he said, be on your feet. Don't give them the chance. Before anything wrong takes place, they need a ground to stand on. But if we on their back, we'll not give them the chance. Meaning under the Atlantic Ocean, they will stand on. And if one vote gets missing, their presidency will not go well. Meaning the presidency is illegitimate. Look, when you rig election, you're not the president. Anything you got stolen, it doesn't belong to you. You go steal someone's car, the car doesn't belong to you. That because you're in the seat and you're strapped with you behind the wheels. No, that's not your car.
Okay.
They're going to put you out of the car and charge you for crimes.
We'll open the floor for 3 injections. 3 persons can come in, and it's going to be just 20 seconds. I have the timer set, so you just have to summarize your point because we want to take calls. We want to take some calls on this particular talking point before we come back with our next talking point. We didn't do that last night, so we hope we can do that tonight.
Let me go first, please.
Okay, yeah, go.
Thank you, guys. Look, I feel sorry for Liberia actually, because I suspect that every one of us here, we are very intelligent. We are a select group of Liberians who are given the privilege to be able to speak to.
We are mute. We mute.
We are a select group of Liberians who are so intelligent that this platform is being presented to us to educate our Liberian people. So for some of us to sit here and with a straight face, be very biased and lie about things is very telling of who we are. But let me go to it straightly. This man is saying it's a privilege to be selected as a campaign manager. And when you're a campaign manager, you are privileged to certain information.
Thank you. 20 seconds.
That information is privileged. It's not for everyone.
20
but this guy is sitting here, Raymond is sitting here, and he's making all this kind of twisting and turning and trying to make sense out of nonsense. It's so
thank you. Let's hold it there. Listen, Josh, we gotta respect the views of other people. Listen, Josh, we will not have the same views.
Josh,
no matter how refined we think our ideas, our thoughts are, there will always be contrary views.
Josh say you feel sorry for Liberia. Josh, Liberia feel sorry for you too.
So no, let's not go that route, please, Sylvester. So listen. Any interruption now, we will put that person backstage. We already get people backstage who waiting to come on. So if you go backstage, you're not coming back anytime soon. So I beg you. So let's take Cindy, then we'll take Jerry.
No, I want to start off and use my 30 seconds very wisely, right?
I said 20, I didn't say 30.
Okay, 20 seconds very wisely. I do not support rigging election, and obviously I'm against any illegal leadership. But I must say, if Liberia is a serious government, we would currently have a serious government in place, the senator must be called for some questioning. Who provided you this information? When you say a potential incoming government may not enjoy their leadership or their administration when they rig the election, how did you get that information? So I will hope that the CDC government may be serious enough to maybe question him. But
Thank you.
The past serious issue has been brought to the front, and the CDC government has never questioned them. So hopefully they will question him.
Thank you. Let's take Jerry. Wow. So let's take
Jerry. I didn't talk about the emphasis that George was talking about. So let me just do it.
You have 20 seconds. The timer is set. I hope you take note.
No, but you get all about 2 minutes, bro. Where I was
you don't. We have 2 minutes. You've exhausted 2 minutes.
Okay, let me say that quickly. Look, our democracy is structured in a way that is a representative democracy, where people speak through elections and they have people representing them. And the people have two a medium to express themselves through the court, through the elections. And then we know in our country, I mean, all of us here know the court is compromised. The Supreme Court is like a weird court. It's like a weird Supreme Court. I mean, I respect a lot of people there, but it's been compromised. So if you're thinking about election to temper with one vote, then where the people go? The people have the power to vote for who they want. And when they vote for somebody, they want to see the person. So except George want to tell me that they want to
That's
see
what you
the
there.
election.
20 seconds
So you get
exhausted.
compromised in elections.
Our brother
That
Kamara,
is the
go
point.
quickly. 20 seconds.
Do it.
You are muted,
Hold on,
Kamara.
Oh, okay.
We're still not hearing you, Kamara.
Yeah, it is tough.
Can we go and come back? Yes, let's go to Ture and come back to you, Kamara. Ture, go
Look,
ahead.
man. Look, let me tell you, and I understand. You know, nobody wants a statement like that during this contentious time. I get all of that, but bro, under the Free Speech Act, there's absolutely nothing wrong with what this guy said. Nothing wrong with it. So long he did not say something else. But this guy is talking about state, military, and police personnel. So I don't know if this guy would have talked about somebody across the river. Come on, man. There's no threat there. Stop it. Let's move on to another topic, please.
Thank you very much, Ture. So we gotta go to the lines. No, I have to bring. I see Alfred is here. We're gonna get Alfred 1 minute 30 seconds. We'll get Desmond 1 minute 30 seconds as well. So they just make their point on this. We want to make sure we have time for our next talking point. Yes, Raymond, you.
Okay, for the viewers and for the panelists, the insight that came to me, I got to take skin for it. I'm not going to mention anything concerning it. But to inform everybody, in 2017, an act of legislation was passed called the Whistleblower Act. And the intention of that act is to protect people who speaks about ill in government or against especially corruption. And the act is called LR 0019. So what the senator said is a whistleblower act. When you're talking about ills in society and you mention something that has the propensity to cause insecurity, when the security and our whistleblowers are meant to be protected. So when people can't read and they come up and just say anything, have you read the whistleblower act?
Thank you, gentlemen. We gotta go. So let's Rudolph and Jerry. You have 2 JMB men here. So let me wait for Alfred and Desmond to come in.
I mean, I will be leaving early tonight, but I will be leaving by 10 o'clock. So I mean, there is no.
Yesterday I was not on the show, so I'm here.
but
okay, so let's keep. Yeah, let's keep Alfred and Desmond back right after the calls. We take them.
Yeah, I will still be leaving though.
Yeah. So because there might be questions coming in for any of the guys up here. So folks out there, you can call in and make your contribution to our first talking point here. You're listening to the late night show on Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1, Super 95.5. We're live on Spoon TV, we're live on Fabric TV, we're live on Super TV or on Facebook, and we're live on YouTube at Spoon Talk Live. I'm Nelson Colette, and the rest of the panelists are here. As we said, the show is open to everyone. That's why we keep posting the link in the comment section. You can come up on the show, appear on the screen, and make the case, express your views on those different national issues. So the numbers to call tonight, we'll take the first 6 calls from our local lines, and we'll take 4 calls from the WhatsApp. I will put the WhatsApp number up when the time is right. But the numbers to call, if you're listening, is 07710. That's 077771075 or 055101075. So we take our first call here. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're live. Your name and where you call from?
Formati Swine calling from Cooper Farm, community around the Fendel.
Around Fendel. Go ahead.
We keep ourselves awake just for the program. Some of our very much is happening. They close the station down because it's a people's station. I consider this station to be the people's station. And I started from my brother George Steele there. Because we, as one of us, as a Nigerian, we are prepared to keep this government out. So if our come up and tell you, say, if, and even told you that he got the information from the security head, and he said, that word if is a proposition. Please analyze that word. Don't give the friends hard time.
Thank you very much. Let's hold you
something
there.
taking place. This will happen. If you force me, I will slap you. Then you say the message. When you do it, you get the idea to do it, and you get the idea to do it. Let's stop that.
Thank you very much. Let's hold you there and take this person. Hello, the second caller.
Hello.
Yes.
FM Sako, and I join you from Capital Bypass.
Go ahead, Sako. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I think I enjoy everybody's view, but I think we have peace. And we saw 2020 elections. They were peaceful. There were no violence. There were no cheating. So I don't know for the opposition being anticipating cheating. There's no way anybody will be judged as a fair man. And any election for this matter, it will be considered free and fair. Let them start jittering.
Thank you.
Let them start jittering and campaign fairly.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. You are the third caller. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Mohammed Kamara calling for Omatare.
Kamara, let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to tell you, first of all, thank you. That spoon talk camo. I mean not talk camo. So let me, somebody was saying like, when you say, if you steal my car, you need a three. The man just warning you. The man telling you, I listen to my Senator Pimoy. The man said, the police, the army are talking to him in the sense that to inform the young people, oh, don't be scared. Like, oh, me, I don't want to, because even you go for, they all plan to take it. No,
Thank you.
The man said, go, yeah, the man said, quickly. The man said, go and vote, don't be scared. Nobody that will steal the election. The one that make you try to say that, come on, the man, get pushing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's take this person here. Hello.
Good morning, man.
Yeah, good morning. You live. Your name and where you call from?
All right, my name is Josiah Smo, calling from Nelson Leo from the corner Peace Alley.
Okay, go ahead, Smo.
Next thing, let me say thank to the panelists, thank to all of you. The senator spoke. He used a conditional phrase. He said, if. He said, the police and army are talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he is not just an ordinary person. He is a senator. And besides that, he part of the security committee. Because these things in the corner, people will ring and this and that. These are things that can bring chaos and instill fear in people. So he tried to tell you that Nigerians, you feel relaxed, go to the pool, go and vote. Nothing will happen. The election will be free and fair.
Thank you.
That's what he tried to tell you. He did not say, well, that's when I rebel good training. When they put you on, we'll bring it outside, we'll go attack. No. He said the state security.
Thank you very much. Let's go there and take another person.
He did not say we'll bring rebel
on this line.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You live. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm James Kuto calling from Ria Cooper Foundation number 4.
You go ahead quickly.
Okay, let me just congratulate for the topic on the discussion. You see what actually the senator said is not make anything wrong. Because number one, if the military not going to know their function to come to keep it to themselves. But they don't favor it, but they are supposed to. So there's no government. You say
if the military didn't know their what?
If they're going to know their function, they're going to keep it to know their function. They know the oath they took.
Thank you.
Property. The man right.
Okay, so let's take this the final two calls, then we go to the WhatsApp line. Please step away from your monitor, please. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, my brother. Everything is going. What the senator was saying is that he is showing everybody that look, do not be afraid because your vote makes the difference. Do not think of what you are hearing. There's some rumors that was heard from the ruling party that we will do anything that we can in order to go for the second term. Okay?
Thank you.
And there are a lot of thoughts or whatever. So the man is making giving the assurance to the city. If the government and the leader of this
question can tell our people who as our background America and you guys are lying. What would I call upon them in case of anything that telling them that they are lying? And they come on to say that these people are.
Oh, sorry, we lost you, but let's squeeze in a final call now from our local line, and then we move to.
Oh, hello, no, we lost Nelson.
Call that number direct. Call only on WhatsApp. Let me squeeze in this final local call, then we get the WhatsApp line ready. Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Jerry. I'm calling from Canada.
Yeah, Jerry, post mastering your voice, Chief.
Yeah, for me, what the senator said, what I want to tell Josh, in the 80 or in the army, the thing that they did way by in the 80, like telling CDC comment should go after.
Oh, yeah. So our network from Liberia, giving a little problem. So we will be online until Nelson be back. But we
Yes.
can start with any questions and
Yeah,
anybody
okay.
can come. Yeah.
Let me just have interjection quickly, right?
All right.
So
No problem.
Yeah,
we are
Mr.
here.
Intervention.
Yeah, we are here and we are
Everybody
trying
mute.
to
When the
back
man
this.
done, I come in.
Yeah.
George, give me 1 minute. Everybody mute. When the man done, anybody want to come in to make correction, that's fine. Until Nelson can come back.
Yes. What I gotta say, I know Raymond rushing. You want to tackle me,
Yeah,
but let
30
me say it
seconds. 30
quickly.
seconds, George.
Yeah.
Okay, man
So
back.
here's the
No.
thing.
Yeah.
Man
Go
back.
ahead, sir. Yeah, and Len, just conclude, sir. Conclude. Okay, so we lost that caller there, and so we now going to the WhatsApp line. I'm doing some adjustment here, so we go to the WhatsApp line very quick. Let's see if we can do this. Oosh. Okay, so
But
I
call
will
still
take.
coming from Liberia.
Yeah, let me take 2 more calls from here. Good morning.
Yeah, I'll take call from Liberia.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you there? We lost this person, so we'll go back to this line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please step away from a radio. Go ahead.
This is Justin. We're calling from my country.
Okay, let's hear you.
Hello?
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I don't believe that the senator was in the wrong. The senator was trying to put the citizens in those that have the fear that he even will vote. The government will rig our election. We will vote rig our vote. He was trying to clear the air that they should go at the polling center that day, October 10, and catch their vote. Their vote will be protected. So he was not in the wrong.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nelson, please bring Abraham back. Yeah. Abraham the queue.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Go ahead. You live.
Yeah. I'm Priest Jukle and I join you from Papa.
Go ahead, Jukle.
Yeah, I think the senator laid the case for the government. It's a clear indication that the government is a fair government, even though the police and the army that are in trouble, they were with the government. And they always anticipating that they will cheat and they will cheat them. So it was just a clear assurance to them that they will not be cheated. They will not cheated 2022 and they will not be cheated. Because it is what they are carrying around that they will cheat. And come October 10 after the election, when President Weah win, we don't want to get on the street that they cheated them. Because the military and the police are already showing that they will not be cheated. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution on the show tonight. We'll squeeze this person in very quick. Hello? Yeah, hello. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, for me, through my observation, I think the senator is not wrong. The senator is only trying to tell the Liberians or to attend, you go up there and cast your vote peacefully and stay by your radio and monitor the counting. And also, I just want to extend my greeting. And also, I just want to say thanks for at least for our radio station for coming by for us at this so can be listening and to pass a message on to our peaceful citizens.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Wow. I didn't know I was offline totally. Totally. Just coming back online. Okay.
Nancy, can you bring Abraham in? Say the link giving promise. So can you resend the link to him?
Yeah. So
Nelson, after the calls, can I just give my wrap up and leave because I was gonna be out of here.
Okay, yeah. So just try to wrap up. Just try to wrap up.
So yes, again back to the.
Will you leave by in the comment section, please?
Are you guys ready for me?
Yeah, quiet.
Yeah. So just to speak back to this case of confidentiality again. I mean, I see George smiling. George, we are leaving now, but I am leaving you in the hands of Jerry and what's his name, Raymond. So that, but yeah. So this could be. I mean, I think Jerry should celebrate this as well because like the last caller said. I mean, I think Prince Moe was speaking not just for people in the UP, but he was speaking for all Liberians who are worried. So, but then, so while he was talking, I was also thinking about this, right? Because I mean, from the angle he is coming from, I think he is trying to convince the audience that okay, maybe the army they are talking about getting President Weah out of power with force. And let's just say this though: if a government is bent on distributing injustice and poverty to its people, everybody is a victim.
Thank you.
And if these people feel like this government is not proceeding well and they want to save the state by living up to what to what they are supposed to be living up to by protecting votes, then what is wrong with that?
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Let's leave
will,
there.
we'll leave, and I mean, I hope
Thank
you guys
you.
have a good show tonight. I have to go.
Thank you very much, Rudolph. I want us to now take just 4 calls from WhatsApp, from the number on the screen there. Then we'll come back and move to our next discussion. So, folks, the number is on the screen. Yes, I posted the number up earlier, but I just realized that my internet was off, and so we had lots of calls coming in, but we missed out on them. So let's take your calls now, only on the WhatsApp line. Don't call that number directly, please. Call only on WhatsApp. So let's take this person here. Hello? Hello? Good morning. Wow, again, we lost this person here. I don't know what's happening here. Wow. Okay, we'll go back to the line. Let's see if we can take this person. Hello? Hello? Okay, again, we lost this person. With that, we will have to move on. Let me bring in Kamara, and I will now try to bring in. I saw Desmond. Desmond is here. Okay, Desmond left. Okay, so Peters is here. Alfred is also here. Let me bring them in. Then we can open up the studio for other people watching the show to join in. I don't see Alfred in the background again. Well, a lot of you listen to the clip. Now, just before we move to that clip, Peters, you just coming on. You have any input you want to make on this talking point just before we transition to our next discussion?
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Nancy. Let me salute my big brother Kamara. How you doing, sir? I salute you for your hard work. All right, so from what the senator said, I don't think he was talking on the bad motive. It was all about protecting the vote and telling the Liberian people not to be afraid, making sure that everything will be okay and people should go out and vote. So we all been talking about protecting this vote. So he encouraging every Liberian, whether you're a Seditian, whether you're a UPage, whether you're from CPP, every Liberian should go out there and vote and not to be afraid. So the vote is highly protected, and the police, the army, everybody, they are watching, so there will be no cheating, and we are hoping that there will be no cheating.
Okay, thank you very much. Who else just came out? Okay, I think everyone else here made their point. So, most of you listen to this audio. This audio that we're about to play, you listen to this audio. I want to get it coming on again, so we could take off from here. Wow, wow, wow. But a campaign is on, and as we move on with the campaign, there's something very interesting happening. Um, there is this contest, this crowd contest that's going on, and almost every political party is trying to prove a point. At a point, the CPP of Mr. Cummings presented a picture as if the CPP is not interested in the crowd, and CPP was more like, we are concerned about the silent voters. They are our stronghold and all of that. But even the ruling establishment, the CDC itself, is concerned about crowd now. CDC as a political party is equally going after the crowd. Now, let me play this audio since I can have this thing coming up on the screen here. Let me play this audio.
Let's go. Pepsi. Listen, man, y'all tell the chief. This, I mean, if I were advised on the campaign, I mean, the people should stop following him. We see the speaker, all these people, ministers, and all following the president to these visits. Then even the party, just a handful of people. This is going to cost us a lot of money to transport people, feed them, and all. Why are they following the president? We want to see our strength at the constituency level. We're not inviting the president. They should not follow him. This is sycophancy. They should stop following the president on his tour. We want to see our strength in the districts and the counties so that we can know how to beef up our strategy. God, for all these people following the president with official government vehicles and other things like that, they should stop. It happened in Montserrat. A lot of, I mean, why are they there? You see, I told the campaign manager not to even address them when he introduced the president, because they are supposed to be in their district campaigning for us. They should stop this following the president. I mean, this is not correct. That's not how campaigns are run. And I say I tire now, man. Yeah, please inform the chief.
Okay, so yeah, please inform the chief to tell the people to stop following the president. That audio is believed or is allegedly the voice of Chief Siri Allen. I say alleged, and I'm very selective of my choice of word when I say alleged. All right. Now, but the reason why this is important and is worth talking about is because the CDC as a political party for 12 years did not have to worry about crowd. The CDC for 12 years did not have to transport people. You listen to the individual speaking, who is believed to be Chief Siri Allen. He is telling this individual on the phone that, look, for every time these people go to those campaign rallies, we feed them, we transport them, we pay for accommodation, we're spending a lot. And if in fact, we are spending unnecessarily. Why are they spending? Only because of the crowd. You want to arrive somewhere and you pull up, a picture as if the people in that particular county, that district, or wherever, they came out in their numbers, and again we pull out the crowd. You listen to that.
Yeah.
What does that suggest?
No.
What does that suggest? Is the campaign, is this thing really about the crowd? Is it really about people coming out? Or is it about the message resonating with the people? Is it about reaching out, doing the door-to-door, the Jehovah's Witness campaign that Mr. Cummings, CPP, Cindy is always talking about, the message they're reaching out door-to-door, Jehovah's Witness campaign? Or maybe the same thing, that should it be about reaching out door-to-door, or is it really about the crowd? I want you guys to weigh in your thoughts. What does it even mean for the very CDC? as a party that was in opposition that did not have rack, but the people were printing their own t-shirt. Now they get money, but they have to transport people, pay for accommodation, pay for lodging, only because they want to pull the crowd out. Let's start with you, Mark.
Yeah, Nancy, thank you for a 40-minute time. Well, you know, in our common, parlance, we say if you go to school, right, and end of the year, you know you do well or you did well, you're not worried about the grade sheet. You just stay home and relax yourself. End of the day, you already passed. Now, moving forward, right, George Weah has failed the people. You just get few hand of seditions who based in Maserati. More especially the one they call Weah-Shan. They will only be packed in
You have
boxes
1 minute.
like,
You have 1 minute, sir.
I
because
agree.
We're running
I
out of
agree.
time now. Yeah.
They will only be packed in a box like you pack a sardine to go represent the president outside. The reason is Jowiah make himself look small in the country. Before then, when Jowiah going, he only go with few people like campaign manager, one or two people, and when you go there, you already meet people already there. But now it's not in the case. The reason being he has faced massively. So many people will not attend his rally or his speech, whatsoever you want to say, because the people know that or they knew that within themselves, Jowiah already failed them. So there's nothing to go and listen to. So the only alternative Jowiah get is to put those people in buses and just for them. That's it. And people will keep complaining about this every day. And people, thank God, it's not anybody on the panel saying it. It's Stephen Hardy saying it. So it's somebody from the hierarchy of the CDC or seditions who's saying those things. So there's nothing to argue on. It's plain blank. And we know that. That's the truth. Sedition know. So I will conclude by telling you, George Manuel Weah is unpopular in Liberia right now. Nowhere he will go.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. Let's hold you there. Does that speak to the issue of someone being unpopular? Cindy. Now, the president is going out, and the people go with him. The ministers are going. The district coordinators. You listen to that audio. The person is saying that even the people who are supposed to be in the districts, campaigning in their district, bringing more numbers to us, they're following the president. Does that even speak to the issue of unpopularity? Could we also look at it from a point where these people love the president, they want to be with him, and that's why they're following him? Cindy.
That speaks to President Weah being unpopular in the eyes of the Liberian people, and that is based on how President Weah has treated the Liberian people so badly. If the president has treated the people well enough, those ministers, those top party officials or government officials have no reason to follow him. The people will be receptive to their president. The people will be willing to welcome their president. The president needs to trust people. If the president had treated the people well enough, you don't need to transport people outside of Monrovia. So that is not love for the president. That is to cover up for the president. That is to cover up and to make it seem as if the president is still popular in the eyes of the Liberian people. So people from Monrovia, from around Mosorado, are flooded in the county, in the various districts in the county, as if the president will have crown. But we can see it, even when they go there, even when the president transport there.
Can everyone just mute, please? Let's try to do that. Rather. Yeah,
thank
Cindy,
you for 2 extra minutes.
You got your 10 seconds back to yourself. You got 10 seconds back to yourself.
So even if the president transport them, we still see that the president is still not popular in the eyes of the Liberian people. It seems as if in most places, the president is being booed. That has never happened before. So, but I want to end on this. Crowd is always important. Crowd is part of elections. There has been no time that the CPP have informed anyone that we do not believe in the crowd. We do believe in crowd. Our strategy is a little different. What we tell the Liberian people, what we tell people that tend to preach crowd politics, we tell them that Our practice is different. We go door to door. We engage with our people a little differently. So while it is true we believe that people will be receptive to our message and they will show up when Mr. Cummings visit the various districts, we also believe most of the silent voters will vote for Mr. Cummings. And that's what we believe.
Now, this is interesting. We're going to move over to you, Josh, the lone CDC representative here on the show. In fact, I want to bring Josh downward. I want to get somebody. Let's take Raymond. Let's take Raymond before coming to Josh.
No,
Raymond,
then you'll not be just my man.
No.
We need somebody to check the man when you say anything contrary. But anyway,
let's bring Raymond. Let's bring Raymond. Raymond, go ahead.
So, my people, this is glaring. The president, tenure, the time he served, has spoken to a lot of things that the Liberian people never knew about him. You can lie to someone who you haven't interacted with, but someone who you've interacted with and they know what you can do, you can't fool them anymore. So the president's service as president has spoken to the Liberian people. So right now, he goes with the mindset that he's popular, he's a star. You heard him say in one of the campaign, what set me apart from all the other candidates become a celebrity. That's what he says. So he thinks he's a magnet that draws the people to him. But no, the people thought he was one thing and they voted him, realizing that he was unable to deliver any good but for himself. And what the people got? Hardship, massive corruption, and the likes. And to an extent, Siri Islands is honest. If it is his voice that we heard, he's being honest. He said, look, we want to know our strength. But when 3 killer bean buses to 5 killer bean buses follow you, we'll order the vehicles, and we've been seeing the video footage. We see the convoy, how big and large it is. Who are you talking to? Are you campaigning to the seditionists? But he said it once. He said he was there to only talk to sedition and reactions. And who is reactions? Are there any person called reactions? Well, I believe they're running a cult where there's one master and one idol, and everybody bows to and he dictates. So that's what he thinks. It's so sad for the president to call his citizens reactions, attaching his name. Look, the presidency is about service. It's to serve your nation and your people. You don't put your name on people and you think they belong to you. You own them. When you even heard him say, if you can't wear the CDC shirt and come here and don't listen to me, then you don't have the right to exist. It speaks to one thing. He has no message. He has no connection with the people. He can't pull the numbers. So he's trying to deceive the Liberian people and
Thank
give
you,
a
Ramon. Thank you.
false picture.
Thank you. Josh, can you come in?
Thank you so much, guys. I'm here patiently, listening to you guys. And I want to say, Jalal, man, I don't know, man, but at first, one of the guys that I talked to when I came on the platform was my man Toure. But Toure has let me down miserably. And not forgetting my man Raymond. Raymond Pa, anyway I see him, I will tackle him on the ground. But let's get on with this. Look, I am not happy that people are following the president everywhere they go, wherever he goes. I think Siri Allen was right. Civil fencing, allows people to follow. You know what I mean? But let us not forget that George Weah is the single most popular Liberian in the entire world. Anywhere George Weah goes, crowd will be there, even if they don't support him. So let's just, I don't want people to argue about that and pulling crowd and thing. Nobody in Liberia says the existence of this country can pull crowd equal to George Weah. We forget about why he pulled the crowd. Just leave it. Talk about pulling the crowd. I think even our sisters that lost their life, may their soul rest in peace. They were not supposed to go to the bunker, but people are zealous. People want to see this president succeed because of what he's done for the Liberian people. These girls pay their own money to get in taxi to go. You know what I mean? To carry campaign material. I don't think it's the right thing for people to do. But no, people are zealous. You can't stop somebody who is using their own resources, who want to see you succeed and say, no, don't do it. You know what I mean? Let me tell you, Most of the things that you see George Weah with, these things are gifts. You know what I mean? So look, let us. I think we should be talking about something very tangible here. And like what my brother was saying, Raymond, there are two different things. When we talk about whistleblower is giving information about criminal act that will happen or is about to happen. That when you give it, but not information that is given to you as a privileged information, where they give it to you free of charge, government give it to you. That is a privileged information. You cannot use it as a whistleblower thing because it's already privileged. It's not criminal act happening. They are telling you something that you should know as a person, just to keep your mind at ease. So it's nothing about whistleblower. So the thing is that people following George Weah around. Oh, look, man, I don't like it. I want you to go there to the people, and guess what? Everywhere George Weah goes, George Weah stood in a campaign.
30 seconds, George.
Yeah, here's what he said. He said, if you don't respect your elders, don't vote for me. Listen to that and get that Jesse a little bit in your mind. Somebody who is on a campaign trail, who wants vote, and he said, if you cannot respect your elders, don't vote for me. Whoever said that in the entire world on a campaign trail? Only George.
No. Ambassador Boakai condemned, the violence perpetrated by some of his supporters. Councillor Tiawon Gonglo, on the other hand, condemned violent activities. He even condemned Ambassador Boakai for, saying that, what was his statement? That no one has monopoly over violence. So one way or the other, all of the well-meaning political candidates have been discouraging, these kinds of activities. Yeah, let me put it that way.
I think you came to church early and late, and you want to raise a song, so you missed the whole target here. I'm trying to say there's a difference for you to condemn
30 seconds. I eat a man 30 seconds, so I get a man 20 seconds more.
Thank you.
Yeah,
there is a difference for you to caution your followers, then to tell them that don't vote for me if you cannot respect your elders. That is a profound statement. That is telling you that this man is not desperate even for the presidency. This man knows exactly what he's done for the Liberian people, and these Liberian people will vote for him. No one in the entire world has ever done that on a computer. That don't vote for me if you don't respect your elders. And that's George.
Thank you very much, Josh. Let's take Jerry, then we'll come to Toure.
Yeah, thank you. Even though George Weah doesn't respect his father Joseph Boakai, so he cannot be lecturing about respecting others. And when we talk about desperation, Weah is desperate. But let me come to the core issue about, for example, look in Nima, PYJ and Rescue 2 went to Nima. They wouldn't roll their car and went there. Joseph Boakai can just say tomorrow, we don't want to be writing on Facebook, say we're in Korea around Facebook. JMB will be in District 8 tomorrow. The people will just Samo. You don't have to stop. You don't have to take people, carry money. Stephen Allen has confirmed that two things I observed from him. It means the man doesn't even have access to the president. The man will come and say, Carrasco, you go tell the president here. There is a member, people who are talking about fragmentation of political institution. There is man who's supposed to be a member of the governing council. So by he trying to say, this one, but it's not important. What is important is Weah is an ingrate. Weah has turned his back on the people, and you are of wealth making spree. Here is government. He's a leader of thieves that continue to loot the resources of our country. So the citizens are tired. Certain video I had, I sent to you. What the lady is telling us that, they are tired, they are hungry, and all of that in Nickel Town. George, we are Nickel Town. So, as I conclude, the president, a bombing situation tells you that even for the president of the country to say, hey, hello, wait. And the people stay.
Thank you.
The people
Thank you.
It speaks volume.
Thank you very much.
Him being to that place. They went past all yesterday.
Let's hold you there, Jerry. You self-regulated, but to the empire will regulate you. Thank you. We hold you right there, Jerry. And if you say one more thing, we'll put you in the background. So let's take you Toure. Go ahead.
Nancy, just before you take Toure, please read the chat. There's a message there for you.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, let me say this first thing first. George, brother, my man, no hard feeling, bro. I still have the same energy I have for you when you first appear. All right. So let's establish that. But please, man, I know you take a lot from your president. But you telling my man Roman that anytime you meet a man, you tackle the man. And I seen it, the president told you can't call back that when they meet the president. That's what I'm saying. The president should be saying that kind of thing. But he messing with residents to his base and he will start doing the same thing.
And listen, and today, Josh is a CDC supporter. He's telling a Yaga Columbus supporter that they are see
I
you.
will tackle that man. I will tackle that man. I will tackle him.
So you see, the president voice,
But
the
George,
president
you know I
voice
did talk
resonates with people. But let me say this, George. I still love you, my man. You see my brother, bro. I'm so real. But let me say this. Crowd for me personally is something that I've even going welcome these officials from the airport. I personally have problem with it. What government official don't just join car, doing service time and go welcome the president from the airport? It don't make sense, right? Joe Biden always coming to the player. Nobody go to the airport to go welcome the man. You working on taxpayer time, but you leaving that time to go to the places is wrong. But it goes across. It happened on President Ellen Johnson time. It happened here now. But let me say this about the crowd thing here. There's a natural phenomenon and a unnatural phenomenon. What is happening? I'm not a UP partisan, but UP not get money to transport bicycle men anywhere to say they're going to take bus to carry people anywhere. What is happening? And this Island guy, he's actually, if you want to be really, if you're looking at it from a strategic standpoint, they're not doing the party any favor by busing people to this rally. You know what I mean? It's not really happening, Josh. And I'm agree, and I'm totally you and I were in agreement with this, Josh. At least for the first time in the last couple of weeks here, that you obviously against it, because I mean it's not happening. The showing of the president in these communities should be strategic in a way where it will give the campaign an informed, insight into how their numbers are within those particular jurisdictions. But bossing people there will not help, right? But look, man, the president is a celebrity. We understand that. But this time around, it's hard for a man who people used to naturally gravitate.
Let me go to the line now, 3. Thank you, Chief.
Oh, but I feel
that's what I'm going to say. It's okay. I just received a text from the old man. The old man says, "Okay, Nelson, tell Touré to." Our brother AB, let's hear you, Mr. Kamara. Go ahead.
For me, I'm looking at this thing from a different point of view. I think the
after Kamara, we take Peters, and then we'll bring the last 2 persons in the background. They make their point. We take 5 calls, and then we'll go. Yeah. So just go ahead.
I strongly believe that the president is doing well. The president is doing well the president said that he is viral medicine. The president have you not seen the road from Monrovia to the southeast? That to the extent that our government officials need they need to get in a helicopter for them to be able to go to the rural counties? Have you not seen our ministers, our senators passing through Africa to be able to go to their counties? So the president is doing well by him chopping. I'm saying by him chopping all of his supporters from Monrovia for them to be able to go with him. That is applause for our president. That is applause. Our president is doing well because the president have taken the young people out of poverty. Yes, our president is doing well because the country. Can't you see our country now? They are buying back of bread for $50. Our president is doing well. So for me, I strongly believe that our president is doing well. But let October 10 come. Let October 10. If our citizens are annoyed with this president, they are annoyed with this president, and they strongly believe that their life not supposed to be the way it is, I will see you to the bottom box.
Thank you very much, Kamara. Let's hear you, Alexander, and then we'll go backstage and bring
thank you. Thank you. Let me correct. Let me. I heard George saying something about the girls, that had an accident, they pay their own way. Josh, that's not true. 100%. I know one person who passed away personally, and they paid them to charter or Texas to follow the president in the name of We Are Girls. So they never pay their own way. That's not true. So all those things, it's not strange to see government officials following Josh Weah. You know why? From the beginning of this whole government, Josh Weah gave the government, hey, if you don't attend Fluckington Church, we're going to be suspended. So they believe that if you
how you call it, church?
Fluckington.
They say forget clown. They say forget clown.
So if you don't attend our church, you will be suspended. So they make all these ministers. George, I get my uncle. He's a minister right now. P. Maswava. He's a minister.
You gotta call name, man. You gotta protect the people.
I want to tell you that I'd little bit telling you the truth. So if you don't follow the church, you're gonna be suspended.
Put the man Zino wow, they will sack the man.
All the ministers have to follow them because they're following the command of the president. So all this thing is now that's waste of money. They want all the way to different country. Whenever they go in the country, they do pay their way and follow every. So I believe what the man was saying from the CDC camp, he's right. That waste of money. So they need to stop wasting their money. That's the taxpayer money.
Thank you very much. So let's bring the last two persons we have here, so they can just make their point, and then we wrap up. Go to the lines. We'll go to the lines. Desmond, you have to set your camera right before I bring you on. So let's make your point quickly. 1 minute, sir. You are muted.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are want to talk to you. Who want to talk to you?
30 seconds go.
Yeah, I leave that 30 seconds. So let me tell you something, popularity can diminish. This man was popular before, he lived on past glory. So he has to transport people to show that he's popular. But one thing I can tell him, he's no more popular. He calls himself celebrity. Celebrity where? Okay, we'll retire you. You go to Las Vegas, you go to Italy and wear your designer shoe there. But our president, the incoming president, will not be a celebrity. He will come to serve the people. So some of y'all that he want to talk to, they're not all. Nobody will follow him free. He will pay us. We will follow him. He not pay us. We sit down home.
So George, you ready to pay for the space on the show? You ready to pay for Sylvester space and get it off the show?
My space too expensive, man. I'm making pay for it.
Definitely, my man. Definitely. At 2% now, increase to 2%. Yeah.
Information.
Yeah, increase to 2%. So Vesta and Raymond, please.
You want to pay for the two guys' space? Then I mean, your bill going up.
I will pay for my own space.
The men ain't got a government points, so they can teach money. Wow, what's this?
Okay, so let's bring Desmond in. Jerry, can I put you back shortly and bring Desmond in? We'll still bring you back to make your closing. Yeah. So let me bring Desmond. Desmond has been backstage patiently waiting since the start of the show. So let's bring him in to just make his point quickly, then we'll go to the lines. Yes. Desmond, welcome. You're live on the show.
It's a pleasure, gentlemen. Well, this is to us concerning the speech of the senator. I don't think it was appropriate. That wasn't his portion. And one thing that I realized in our system of government, especially this, our former president or George Oppong Weah, people have this management of alignment of their positions. That's why we have to have leadership, people in special positions to come out and recognize and speak up on things that they are representing. That was not his area of concerns. So I don't think it was appropriate to come up with such statement that Liberian people should not be worried. That's not actually his area. I think that should be left with people that are in line with those decisions. And those are very private entities. That's number one. And that's the problem we have in Liberia. When people are not in position and try to oversee other people's position to come out to speak on behalf of them or just make statement, we have to be civilized and decent and follow orders in place for our people to respect. Second move here, I was little concerned about the census. I'm still anticipating on the census of Liberians. Had there been any opposition per se mentioning about the completion of the census? Because I know we had it, but that was not complete because the census for Liberia will be very, very important in this election. Let us not underestimate it. People can sit and say, oh, you can't steal the election, you can't do so. Don't underestimate census. They do. I hate to put and compare America and Liberia because the people have system put in place century of century. We just getting there. We have to be genuine. We have to be very serious because I don't know how many of you guys over there, I might be more older around, but you guys are the next future. If you don't speak the way you should, Liberia will always be where it is today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. I appreciate it very much.
Nelson, can I ask Desmond? No. I want to put Desmond in the check. I beg you, please.
Okay.
Desmond, I'm so no. I beg you. Just 30 seconds.
Excuse me. Don't say you want to put me in the check. Say you want to respond.
Yeah, but in responding is also put in the check because the senator you just talked about.
Let it be a response. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I accept it. The senator you just talked about, he's a security. Security committee on the Senate.
He's on the security. He's on the.
So he get it right. He get it right to say anything that going against the country to the public or to put the public into check. So within my within my understanding, there's no wrong in that. And I want you to understand, if you were the same person in an identical place where he is now, you will be the same person to come out and explain it.
So
as you hear about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So let me just say this
as well. Let me put in check.
For every other person who have some points to make, just note your point. Let's take the final batch, of course, and then we'll come back. Kindly just write it down. You can include it in your closing. And then
Nelson, I just want to tell you, let me go so Africa can come before that man do something to you tonight.
Oh, the man in the private chat, eh?
That man, take me out. That man should come. I'll be in the back.
Listen, swear you and all.
But nothing. Now someone crying, the man crying in the private chat. The man crying a baby.
Nelson, I told you to read. I told you to read the private chat.
He said, Nelson, you failed me tonight.
Nelson, just take me back, bro.
Okay. So let me say to our brother, it's not intentional. It's not intentional. The first thing is that I keep looking backstage, but I see that his camera is not on. The entire thing is white. At some point, I was seeing him, but when I thought to bring it on, I noticed that his camera is not on. So it's difficult for me to bring him on like that. So he will have to leave studio and re-enter. Then we can take off from there. But trust me, once I come back and I see him, I will bring him on because the platform is open to everyone, and want to make sure that people have the chance to make their points. So let's take some calls now. This time around, we will start from the WhatsApp. We'll take 3 calls from WhatsApp. Then we'll go to our lines. Then we'll go to the local lines. So let's take our first call here. Hello. 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 Are you there? Hello. I don't know what's going on, but I think you're live. You should be on. Hello? Hello? Something is not right here. So let's take this call from here. So let's see if we can do this. Something is not okay. Okay. So that number is there. So let's take this person from here. Hello.
Good morning, Nelson.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you call from?
All right, my name is Josiah. Small for me for the second time on the show.
Yeah, just make your point quickly.
You know, Nelson, just to confirm what we have been saying around here, Stephen Allen is not just an ordinary person. He is the chair of the governing council of the CDC. So if he's telling you that they are borrowing crowd, paying people to be running behind the president, That's just to tell you to what they're saying. Liberian people are tired with this government because they have lied. The minister can never go somewhere single-handed and go stay. They speak to someone go there like cemetery. We just say calling in Northern Liberia, they will disobey calling the articles. Like you are saying, they have listed 27 million people out of poverty, lying to themselves. If the person has done well, they buy the island, they Coastal Highway, with all of the things he has done, they tell you they'll be paying people behind. But let me just say this to you. October 10th, so they no one can lie. No, Liberian people, we will go express ourselves. If you have done well, you have done your assignment. People that do not do assignment on time, they don't want to get first to go on campus because they want to borrow someone assignment to do.
Thank
That's
you.
what the process
Thank
is
you.
doing.
Let's hold you there.
So we will show ourselves on October 10th.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello. 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 Are you there? Wow. Hello. We lost that person. Let's see if we can take someone from here. Hello. Oh, I don't know what's happening. There seems to be a serious issue from here. Again, with our connection. Let's take someone from the local line. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Your name and where you call from.
James Slomo calling from Morovia.
Yeah, go ahead, James Slomo.
Travis Martin.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you just played the audio and then you said it was the boss of Steve Allen, isn't it? I know you all know that if George we are traveling with a group of people on board, you will see it because your spoon everything can follow. They will show that buses what transporting the people with George we are. I want Jerry Yimba to know that Jerry Yimba is a bit popular as equal to George we are. George we are is always popular. Anywhere you go, you will always see crowd. He knows. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about popularity, George we are is popular. A kind of crowd is a crowd quality. Don't go there with George we are. Anywhere you go, even the little kid want to see him.
Thank you.
So I just want for you. I just want for you to know. George,
thank you.
I try with anybody. The government minister, they are not moved there. People that in number.
Thank you very much. Let's take this person. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, go ahead quickly. You live.
Yeah, I'm Chisu again. What really I admire the show, but what really for me irritated me is the force for the Unity Party. I want to really know what the Unity Party did for the 2 years. How many roads they constructed that George Weah and destroy? How many lepo they put in that brother George Weah destroy? How many wives or school fee they pay that George Weah and post stop to? So I don't know. The 12 years they rule this country for. What they now did that they want to come by and come to.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it supports me. So
thank you very much. Let's hold you there.
People like let them fast there to talk to all. Now you know the party days are no.
Thank you very much.
Have nothing to tell the people. Let them pack themselves.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's hold you there and take another person here. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Your name and where you call from.
This is Ali Fofana calling from Timor Village.
Ali, let's hear you.
Yeah, the problem for me I have for the politician is even the follower is they criticize every time when we're ready to talk to politicians. We always talk a lot of things against them. Sometimes carry on our effort. At the end of the day, if the president wins, we always stay away because we will be afraid of what we have done for the past. So if we want to run campaign, we should know what's our language. We should know what to say to them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we need people to work with whoever will win for better Liberia.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can hold you there and take this person here from this end. Hello. Hello. Hold on. Okay, now you live. Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to tell the George Weah people is that they're supposed to know from the beginning, when George Weah used to be campaigning everywhere he go, a lot of people follow him. But right now, by trucking people from one end to another, we're not happy. And one of the things really I hate George Weah government is where a lot of Liberians that are on mysterious circumstance of death, and then have been no one brought to justice. How can we maintain a president who masquerade with casket all hours? So we should put in there so that more people could die for them to bury them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Voting up vehemently. We don't need anymore. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. I think this other WhatsApp is working, so you can call the one on the screen now and forget about calling the previous one because there seems to be a problem with that. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, go ahead quickly. Your name and where you call from. Yeah, go ahead.
For us, I want to inform citizens that the left wing, the tie will vote. Most of the politicians that you're not here, President, we get no more, and we need it.
Thank you.
You will see it and you watch it, and at the end of the day, that may seem that everywhere we are go, people will be behind. This is threat. When they're not going to this 11, the truck people, in care of me, Kevin, somebody going to this 11 from 12, then you pull people in buses going, then the next where
Thank you.
Take the picture.
Thank you very much. Let's hold you there and take this person. Hello. Hello.
Hey, hello, Nelson. How you guys doing?
Yeah, we okay. Go ahead. Just be audible a bit.
Okay. My name is Kotu Omo, and I come from Minnesota. Let me just make something very clear here. No, this guy should stop making us too alone here. If you understand the Liberian politics, look, in Liberia, anybody, any president, even representative, when you're about to win, you tell from the people. This election is clearly glaring. No matter what, JMB is going to win this election.
Thank you.
See the people.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for your point. We'll take 2 more calls and then we'll go to our folks to wrap up on the show. So let's take 1 local call and we'll come back to WhatsApp and take 1. Let's take this call here. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you're live. Your name and where you call from.
Yeah. You were talking about popularity, Jawia popularity. The popularity of Jawia yesterday has already diminished because we did in its western region. That tomorrow, today it was Sunday today. Yesterday, which was Saturday.
So where are you calling from in the first place? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Grand Cape County.
Okay.
Yes. So we learned that the train was cancelled due to security reasons. Now the people move from village to village. Many of us, we are united partisans. Now the people are begging us to go and grace the occasion because it means that running on the ticket is our friend. So to make it more popular, to feel that the main population is they are asking us to be there tomorrow.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll be there. Yeah, we'll be there in number tomorrow to welcome.
So wait. Let me get it in straight. You United Party man. But you say you're going to welcome the president tomorrow because your friend there and your friend encouraged you to go. So you see that all of you causing a problem here. All of you causing a problem.
Listen, they came, they talked to us. But somehow we are very reasonable because I know that I'm not for him. So I don't think that it is necessary for me to be in their midst to add it number there. But some people, they will not be like me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So even I don't
Thank you. Let's hold you there. Let's take the final person here. Let's take the final person. Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, you're live.
Nelson, but I want to talk to the people. Why you want to come sporting here?
Yo.
But listen, about the senator telling the people about. I don't know why they're making such a big deal out of it. Even here in the United States, people do. Security briefing. They can call the citizen and tell them that these are the senators, those are their constituents. So they have to tell them, all the rumors you're hearing is something. This is not going to happen. We got this. We done this. We done it. It's not anything secret or anything security problem or whatever. They're just assuring it, and they have to tell their constituents. So I don't see anything that is not classified unless they told them and said, "Oh, don't tell anybody," and they went and told them. But I don't think they did that. And the second thing is, the last time George said that somebody asked him on the show, said, why didn't CDC get one of the brand new pickups to those girls? They had to get stuck in a taxi there. George said they gave them one, but it was not enough space. That's why they took another car. So they telling us that the people paying their own way to go there. That's not true. And but we were talking about respect. Elders respecting your elders. Jerry, I already touched on it a little bit. How dare you talk about respecting your elders when you really go stay in our strength, you call church, and be disrespecting Mr. Cummings and Mr. Boakai, acting like you're doing Mr. Boakai a favor when you giving him what belongs to him with your I. Then he talking about somebody must respect you. This is what we said that Judge Red think Liberia belongs to me and everybody just supposed to bow to him. No, it's not so.
Okay.
So, and then, all right, let me get all the questions, but
thank you.
Just so much I want to talk about. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. With that, we'd like to wrap up on the call-in segment. I have all 4 lines buzzing, but unfortunately, we're out of time. In fact, we're going extra time now, so I don't know how I can manage to talk about it one. But we'll take 30 seconds. 30 seconds to wrap up. Yeah, we're out of time. We're seriously out of time.
I'll be the last.
Okay.
No, maybe the last.
Let's start with Jerry.
Start from the bottom this time.
Let's start with Jerry.
I was mentioned about some 30-second issue, but let me say this quickly, my dear brother. There are a lot of videos around. If nursing hassle, you can play where people talking about dividing money to CDC rally and people fighting for food and all of that. So George, popularity is a diminishing commodity or whatever you may call it. It diminishes. So has been tested. People that didn't know him, he has been tested, and the people know him that he's one person who, when he get power, he can build property for himself. Plenty people can die. People can be hungry. Teachers can take pay. Civil service salary can be harmonized every month. And when he promised something that 6,000 teachers, he can bring them. When he promised super highway, he can come. When he promised,
which one you call super highway again? They say coastal highway. Is super highway?
No, coastal super, all the thing are the same thing. Coastal highway, super highway. A coastal highway is a super highway that connecting people and stuff.
Go ahead, Jerry. You have 10 seconds remaining, Jerry. You gotta wrap up real quick.
You interfere, so 20 seconds. But let me say this: so we have lost the popularity. That's why Chief Alan was saying, let's leave these ministers. Some of them for the assistant minister for Muya Affairs, deputy director for Zegwe, and all these things. They are all following the president. Just stop following. If we are that I know that will follow from the time we're playing soccer. If we appear somewhere, one time, Imai Buya was saying, "May so rest in peace." He said, "If I was we have on some money, I'll just sit and say I'm working. You see, but that won't touch you. That time we are what we are. But Nana, Buya has placed himself in the criminal gang. He's a leader of thieves, and that's why our people are no longer attracted to him. That's why they said they will support Joseph Boakai, because he promised to address agriculture, rule of law, education, sanitation.
Thank you. That's all you there, Jerry. Thanks a whole lot, Jerry. I want to say thank you. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah. It's been a great time having you here, Jerry. Thanks a whole lot, Jerry. Let's go to you, Sylvester. You have 30 seconds.
Oh, thank you for anyway.
I mean, your seconds going. Let me tell you now.
Prioritization.
So, but Josh, why are you laughing? I mean,
making a show out of comment show how I'm laughing, man.
Man.
That's the best stuff.
No, we have to laugh, man. We can't be that serious, man. Come on.
Okay, wrap up now.
Let me wrap up.
You want to talk about scarcity?
Yeah, when the rest price is high, you reduce
the putting it back.
Reduce the rest. No, I thank you. You reduce the rest so that the people who don't have means can afford. You know, so that's the economic theory. You see, when we are keen to nowadays, I pose a question to you: who can hear about propo too much nowadays? Propo when they start you know propo, but this time it's hard to hear propo because all of them sweating. They like better go to sweating. Everybody wonder, hey, I wonder I will still be minister when Eton or Iboma loan wherever. Okay, private jet, you ride private jet all over the place. Then you say you celebrity. You celebrity, you play football all that time. Why you private jet? Okay, so Mr. Joey, this is a caveat for you. Election day, just go cast your one vote and prepare your farewell speech. In fact, I will come drive you to the place where you get a speech. I will be your chauffeur for that day, you know, so you can get your farewell speech. And Josh, you will be in the back seat of that car.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Alexander Peters, let's hear you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nancy, and thank you to my big brother Sylvester. You ready? You got my shot head. So, you know, CDC people don't have no message for the Liberian people. They got nothing to say. They have nothing to say to the Liberian people. So, if I overheard another person talking about WIAC fee, that should be a shame when you talk about government CDC pay for WIAC. It never came from Josh we own pocket. That's the taxpayer money. That the Liberian people own money in using on them. You talk about free tuition to UL. That the Liberian people own money. But right, that should be financial aid. In America, it's called financial aid. That's the same thing. That's the Liberian people own money. So we shouldn't be boasting of it. That shouldn't be boasting of it. So I would tell everybody that listening, Joseph Burger is the best, and Joseph Burger will remain the best. And we're going to encourage people to vote for Joseph Burger so Liberia can rise again. We want to see a better Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's move to our brother.
Not a better Liberia, better Liberia.
Kamara the second. Go ahead, Chief.
You know, for me, this is very serious. I strongly believe that Josh Manawia, this will be his last term. If the Liberian people mean work for themselves, let them vote him. If they mean work for themselves, let them vote him. But our brothers and sisters who have dreams for our countries, who are prepared to go through the time, I can say let them vote for GNB. Because Josh Manawia 6 years, they're almost looking at he have been in power for 12 years. Yet and our civil servant cannot even take paid on time. But yet they still say that Liberians they are enjoying in our land. When their own security can contact me, their own security want money him. I have some of them who can leak information to me. When they cannot even take it on time. Some of Josh Manawia's security personnel, that EPS, they are even telling me some days that they are tired with this man. They don't want to see him.
Okay.
So all I can say to end, all I can say, if my brothers and sisters mean work for themselves, let them vote for Josh Manawia. But if they mean work for our country, Liberia, let them vote JMB. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Raymond?
Yeah, so our Liberian people want to talk to you. We're here because of you people. A caller said the way we talk, we're not working the government. I work in the government.
But all of you guys who have the headphone, your thing can be going on and coming down.
Sorry.
For me.
Okay.
Sorry, I never had it on. So my Liberian people, I want to talk to you. One of the callers said the way we talking, if someone wins, we're not working government. Look, it's not about us, it's about you. I work in George Weah government. I left George Weah government because of the bad things that were happening. Some of us, we don't want to have our hands dirty. That's why we left George Weah government. And it is not about what people get. It's about what everybody get. The country is not for the few people that are in government. The government is supposed to give you security first of all and basic services. The taxpayers' money, the resources, and all the revenue the government generates, it's not for the few people that are in government. It's for the citizens. It's for everybody. It's not about for a job. We're not talking here for a job. I don't want a job. I work in government. I work in the private sector. Some of us got a career that we can fetch for ourselves. We're able to start our own business and earn money. So it's not about that. It's about you. Please make the decision. And I want to talk to my brother Peters. My brother Peter made a mention. Yes, I know 3 assistant ministers that got appointed to government. When their need went to Nathaniel Magee, the question was, none of them have posted George Weah picture. The girl, one of the female, there were 3 assistant ministers, 2 male, 1 female. The female had posted Joseph Yuma Boaka pictures in 2017. They held her down. The 2 went to CDC, pledged their loyalty to CDC, put George Weah picture on their Facebook profile a month before the guy appointed. So if you don't bow and kiss the ring of the masters, which is George Weah, you can work in government. But let me end by saying this. This bad government has to end. Liberian people deserve the better. And JMB will present you the better. Number 2, please vote JMB October 2. Thank you.
Thank you. Ture, let's hear you.
Yeah, when it rises expensive and again, you can't encourage scarcity. But look, let me say this. The jury is out on President George Manuel Weah. Guilty for misrepresenting the Liberian people. Guilty for increasing hunger on our people. Guilty for downplaying the people's aspiration, dreams, and goals. Guilty for not protecting the future of the republic. So let me tell you this. I live in this country. Politicians come for me all the time. I don't go beyond politicians. You know? And I participate in American elections every time. The local, the national elections. But one thing I would never ever set to live on is to survive on politicians. And I just hope that whosoever is coming as our next president, because I know it's not going to be President George Manuel Weah, will actually institute a system like what our Vice President Yakma are talking today. I know my man Jerry took a shot, my man. Jerry, there's a saying that says,
Mama, you in transit to JMB, you in transit.
I'm closing now. I can close anything I want to close. You're not supposed to talk. If you talk, my man, that's going to put 10 seconds on my stuff. Jacob would have said today, and I'll quote, that they are working on a system right now that will make high school students, making sure that in their various community, if there's a 12th grader in any community, they will afford them job that they will take on 10 individual on their wings.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
Them, and the government will pay them.
Thank you,
that's the kind of system we're talking about. Thank you very much. I know you didn't give me enough to exhaust myself, but all right.
Thank you. I'm already exhausted, so I won't give you time to exhaust yourself. So Josh, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, and a wonderful show.
Go ahead, Josh.
You see, you guys, y'all would never bully us into supporting Joseph.
I already tell that man from there. Just go ahead.
You guys would never bully us. You would never bully us out of our position. No way. It will not happen. You can try your best, but we're not fall for that. Your shenanigans, you know. Okay, let me start. So look, it has been a really wonderful show tonight. I really appreciate everyone's input. But here's what I'm going to say. In 2017, we went to an election, and guess what? The vice president at the time went to court because he said the election result was rigged. We all know that. The vice president, including Bronsky, and the vice president, they went, the vice president that was in his chair at the executive mansion, he went to court and said he felt that the election results were rigged. So don't come here and say that they were accusing the opposition of rigging an election. Look, just take that into your mind. Think about it. The vice president who was in the chair, Joseph Yuma Bwaka, he went to court because he said the opposition cheated him in the election. And we are here pointing finger and thinking as if whatever the security said, it was only for the presidency. The vice president that you now support, he went to court and he said he was cheated, even though that he controlled the army, that he controlled the police at the time, he controlled the election commission at the time. This man controlled all the people and still went to court and said he was cheated. This is the guy that you support, and you want to sit here, you want to lecture us about elections. And I said it from the beginning. Look, there are two ways to this. I said that statement from Prince Moi is an example that this government is transparent and this government is doing everything to make sure that peace reigns in Liberia.
But John Manaseri was campaigning with George Weah. Manaseri was campaigning with George Weah.
That's something important you're looking for. Okay, I found it.
Sandy, go ahead, bro.
No, I haven't finished. The man interrupted me, man. Come on.
I mean,
no, but you landed. You concluded.
I haven't. I stopped right away as soon as he started talking.
Okay, so George, we gave you 15 seconds.
Yeah, I said this is the thing. It's two ways. This is an indication. The statement from Prince Moi tells you that it's an indication that George Weah is a transparent man. He does not have any negative influence on the police that they're going to cheat anyone. There's no negative influence. On the flip side of it, Prince Moi should be ashamed of himself. He made a reckless statement to those people because the information that he had was a privileged information that did not need to be put out the way he put it out. Thank you very much. Good night.
Sandy?
Well, look, I want to speak to the Liberian people tonight, like I always try to do on this show. We can all agree, Liberians, that our country is profoundly rich. We are rich with natural resources. God bless us as a nation. Yet, we have so many poor people among us. Yet, some of our people, most of them, live on extremely dangerous and difficult conditions. Even though we have the resources that other nations do not have, our healthcare system is a disgrace. Our education system is broken. Liberians cannot feed themselves. Teenage children are on the street selling to feed their family. And you wonder why that is the case?
10 seconds.
It's because of the system that we have used, the people that we have elected, the people that have been in government has failed us. Mr. Bwakai, I believe, is a good man, but he has been part of the system that has failed the Liberian people. President Weah obviously has failed the Liberian people. So we have an alternative. The alternative we have in this election is Mr. Eddie Cummings.
Thank you.
Who comes from the private sector, who has not failed you, and he will face the Liberian economy that all of us will benefit.
Thank you.
And my also agree.
If you want to go
Thank
to bed
you.
now.
Thank you. The father agree. The begin crying. He said the man agree.
No, the baby crying over.
The man
crying. He said the man agree. Okay, Desmond, you have 30 seconds.
The man is feeding for the Liberian people. He agreed with his father's statement. But let's move
okay, that's great. Thank you.
Well, to all of my Liberian colleagues per se, I just wish that you guys go out there and vote with your conscience, your clear mind. And if you feel as though that this present government that we have is doing well, then that will be up to you. But make sure your conscience is right. And don't let no one dictate to you, because at the end of the day, it's still going to be the same. But let us be positive, because we want change in our country. It's a whole lot of things that need to be right in our country. And we cannot continue this way. Our future for us, for our age now, we are moving ahead. We are only doing this for the next generation that will come to follow our footsteps, so rules and regulations can set in place for the rightful people and the rightful challenges. We cannot continue this path. The corruption, you know, the molestation and all those challenges that we have. We cannot continue. We have to change our country routes and have the better route. The world is changing today, Liberia. We have to get on that path. And I appreciate all you guys. I wish you guys go and be safe. And let God bless every one of you guys, okay? Thanks for having me on your show.
Thank you.
And just one more thing. The reason I always come to your show late is at the time you guys get there, I'm just off my job and I see you guys. So I just sit there to digest myself, to just, you know, put my little intake in it. I appreciate all you guys. And I hope, let's be wise and do the right thing. And I think we're on the right path. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
You're taking have a good night now. So I'm leaving you guys. Bye.
Okay, Mobile, just wrap up now.
Yeah. You know, I just, you know, for me, you know, I let to do my research before I talk.
Raymond, we're not coming back. Raymond, they're going so. They're going here, they're going.
My brother George just said UP took the CDC or whatsoever the election commission code. It was not UP. According to what I'm looking at here was the LP. Listen, it was the LP. My man, what you said on public radio, you said LP, or UP took the election commission the code because they were cheated. But it was not UP. According to what I'm looking at here, it was LP. But then,
but go ahead. Yeah, wrap up.
Listen, let me conclude. But then it was the late Child Walker Bronsky. So that put us to rise. You know, my brother will come here every day. We say the same thing every day and over and over. But the reality is, you know, we all can see the reality. The people who live in Liberia are seeing the reality every day. They know what they're going through. They know every day when they wake up, they're thinking what they will eat the next day. They know the truth. We don't have to come here every day and preach the message. But I can tell everybody tonight, under my voice, on the radio land, if you vote for JMB, you'll not be that person who will be behind. Because now, but then Joey, I told you that you'll be in the stadium. But you're not even outside the stadium. But you're behind the stadium and beyond the spectator. That's where you belong right now. But tonight I can tell you, if you vote JMB, you'll be in the stadium. There will be job opportunity for our youth. There will be medical. Yeah, let me conclude. There will be medication. There will be hospital. There will be job. There will be security. And one of the things our people going through today is that thing we call security. There's no security in our country. Our country is vulnerable to jaws, to coup. You know, I mean, brother, we got a lot of things to say about this government.
Thank you, sir. Let's keep some for tomorrow. Keep some for tomorrow. Keep some for tomorrow.
Nelson, information.
Okay, yeah. 10 seconds.
And I expected you to do this, but I can help you with it. There was a Liberty Party that took the keys
to. That's glaring. That's a fact. It was considered.
And the Supreme Court ruling was there was malpractices and irregularities, but it wasn't enough for them to change the results. So they agreed with Councilor Bromsky, but the only thing they couldn't agree with was to change the result. And one of the major issues, the Supreme Court raised in a dissenting opinion was the cost of re-election. Who will underwrite the cost?
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much. And we have to go, guys. I want to say thank you, Josh. I'm sorry. We can come back.
Keep that for tomorrow.
We can keep injecting, and there's a whole lot to talk about. The platform is here; it's not going away, and you always have the time to make your point, to make the corrections and everything. But we want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for showing up here. Thank you, Sylvester. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, our brother Kamara. We appreciate you.
My man, Kamara, we got to tell our Facebook, my man.
Yeah.
Raymond, Toure, Josh, Cindy, Mobile, everybody. Appreciate you, man. Thanks.
Man, I know I will get you. I have Facebook need, right?
I mean, that's not on tomorrow, right? That's what's on it.
Okay, I will send you friend request.
Yeah, send me a friend request.
My man, everybody here, Cindy, Modbab, Georgie, we need to check out sometime.
Listen, you in a group chat, right? Go there, you send you there today.
Oh, man, I'm not in a group chat, man. I don't know how people get in a group chat. I don't know what that month in charge of the group chat.
I say material to share. Every time you share, you need to find the people flyer. I'm saying a video for you.
No, but if you send me something, I will share it. But okay, so I will check the chat.
I wanted to know whether you guys can have show on Sunday. That's what I wanted to know.
So no, tomorrow, we're doing this 6 days a week.
Yeah, let's rest tomorrow.
I just wanted to find out.
Starting my show.
But Abraham, you need a group chat for the WhatsApp group.
No, I'm not in a group chat.
You gotta beat up my man. I got
a show on
Facebook. It can be too good. We have more,
Who can that mean? Say talk church, we are. Don't say talk Liberia.
Let me. I am sending my number into the group, into the private chat.
Now all of y'all,
so that you can
no, send it to Nessie. Send a number to Nessie. Nessie will add you, or you send to CEO. Because the CEO can add. Yeah, don't add.
Yo, man, Nessie, you need to play that citizen song, man.
But me and Nessie, we are not friends. So
but Nessie put a number up now.
Gentlemen, let's talk one at a time now.
Yeah,
so
let's
guys,
talk one at a time.
So
listen, this is the number. You can send a message to that number.
Put it back up.
Is it not up?
No, you take it up.
So this is my suggestion, right, guys?
Play that song for me, the one sent to you today. Play it for me, please. Play it.
We'll play it tomorrow, Chief. Trust me. Trust me.
Elisa.
No, you Lisa. The platform is open. I mean, okay. George, you know this platform.
What kind of video George talking about? My George,
guys, I got a suggestion for all of us. Please, 1 minute, man. I want us to create a group chat for panelists so we can be able to discuss some issues that we can't talk when we on air. And we don't have no medium. That place is too bucket that we can't even all the information.
Georgie can just follow the whole place, man. With all kind of things.
So for panelists, we can just create a WhatsApp group. One person.
Nelson will take care of that. Nelson can take care of that.
Yeah, Nelson is true.
Nelson looked drunk and tired. The man is tired. Let him go home.
Let Nelson go to bed, man. Yeah, Nelson, good night, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I was in Japan and I did talk on.
Yeah, please add me,
brother. When you meet me in person, run away. I did talk one dude. I was in Japan. Run when you meet me.
Raymond, you will go by in the bushes.
I'm on Facebook, Mara.
Raymond will go in the bushes and you get called over.
No.
Georgie, you see? Okay.
Trust.
Everybody full of crap.
George, we got one thing. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, so folks, we want to say thank you very much for joining us tonight on the Late Night Show on Spoon. Thanks a lot. Thanks for making your contributions in the comment section. Thanks for calling in. Thanks to those of you who just sat listening to your radio, watching your television. I'm Nelson Colette, and the rest of the guys who've been here bringing you the show. Join us on Monday, or let's make it Tuesday morning, for another edition of the program. Until then, have a good night. Bye-bye for now.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan Turner with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat. On the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station. Spoon gonna tell you what
wanna tell you